Welcome back, everyone. Last week we had some exciting times.
Oh, yeah.
Dory almost made the last mistake of her life.
Yep.
I'm not sharing the feed. Give me 1 second on that. Okay, now you should be able to see it.
Yes.
Yep.
Lantern has been abandoned.
What?
She has not. She's still doing her chipmunk thing.
Lantern has been absolutely ditched by Dory.
Dory's feeling awful, but she also didn't want to die.
Lantern is leading the spider chickens on a merry chase.
I would be feeling pretty awful too if I had received multiple stab wounds as well, so I understand where Dory is coming from.
Yeah.
Lantern is definitely trying to lead the creatures on a merry chase through the architecture to slow them down.
Lantern last
and also scout.
Last we left Lantern, she was just outside of the building, the entryway between the two towers, with a few of the creatures milling about outside. Though they seem to be on a degree of alert, they have not taken a notice to the chipmunk. Or at least they've not taken an interest in you. You're not sure which.
I'll take what I can get.
Also, the one that did try to chase you through the, That is not... What is this? This is not a D20. You look like a D20. You are a D16. Okay, the one that did chase you through the tower window did actually finally manage to unstuck itself and squeeze through.
Yeah, he Winnie the Pooh'd it. Except instead of an adorable, lovable stuffed bear, it was in fact a spider chicken.
I'm going to unstick that name.
Oh, eventually, if we learn what it's called, it doesn't matter what it's called. It's a spider chicken now. I'm never going to remember it.
It's a spider chicken.
I'm never going to remember what it's actually called.
I'm sorry, Bonds. I think it's that name has been firmly lodged in the group psyche.
It's evocative. It makes you think.
I'm sorry, dice. Ah, damn it.
I'm going to teach all of you fear.
Don't worry. I already know all about it.
I don't like that sound.
I'm concerned.
I live in quaking terror every day of my life.
Alright. Provoking Disney aside with that laugh.
Hey, it was toned down several octaves for copyright reasons.
Like I said, provoking Disney aside. Let's go ahead and get into things, since we're all here except for Thorn, who I can only surmise his boss is in league with the monsters and is thus preventing him from being a player here today.
Yeah, fuck, is his boss a spider chicken?
I just said in league. I never said he was.
I don't know. I'm just saying we should check to make sure he isn't just a spider chicken wearing a mustache and Groucho glasses.
It's
just three spider chickens in a trench coat.
Let's get into this. So, as we left off, as a reminder, we've got 2 towers here, 3 stories high. Something I missed in my notes that I forgot to tell you: when you found the crossbow in this tower, it was metallic in structure and not made out of wood. So that's a little unique for a crossbow. Building. The crossbow.
Oh, okay.
So should you want to come back to that later?
Excuse me.
There is This is a stout-looking building here. It's about 6 feet tall. The taller members of your party are definitely going to have to dip their heads to get inside.
Which building? Okay, the center one.
Yes.
Lantern will be fine.
Yes.
Yeah, no, Lantern will definitely be fine. There is 4 of your best worst friends hanging out around here. Reminder, that is Lantern as a chipmunk. And since we spent effectively a solid minute with Dory and friends over here, Lantern, what are you doing?
You see the building that you don't have any Monopoly houses on?
Yes.
I want to try and dash over there without being noticed.
Okay. Okay. Well enough. You are over here. You are able to get inside since the door is busted down. So that's not even an issue.
Ideal. What's the scene look like on the inside?
The scene looks like there's been a hell of a party that you're glad you missed.
Oh, yikes.
I'm getting my Okay. So upon entering this western watchtower, you notice immediately that there are several grooves in the wall. Light is seeping through the grooves in the wall.
Do these look like intentional grooves, or do they look like a spider chicken had a go at it?
I mean, technically that's intentional. But it looks like something with wall climbing has decided that it was too good for stairs.
Gotcha.
You're not
Okay,
sure
so-
on which side the wall climbing.
So we got splintery walls.
Yes.
What's anything in here?
Aside from a blood trail going over the stairs, nothing on this level.
Let's cautiously ticker-tacker our way upstairs.
Easy enough. As you get up to the stairs, you find not a whole lot. There is the shredded remains of metal armor. And I should say it's not absolutely shredded. It's something had ripped the armor apart at the straps, getting at whatever was wearing it, kind of situation.
Okay. So potentially useful scrap metal to keep in mind for our hero.
Yep.
Or Lantern's hero, anyway.
Okay. On top of that, there is one shield dented up, and you see a massive crossbow bolts scattered across the ground, some of which have slight intricacies in the haft of the bolts themselves.
I would like to get up close to one of those crossbow bolts and see if I can make anything out of those intricacies. Because I can get a real close look as a chipmunk.
They're runic in nature. Beyond that, it's anyone's guess as to what they are, without trying to identify them further.
Okay, so it looks like maybe magic, but
yes.
I would not necessarily know beyond that. I don't know, would an Arcana check or something be called for here?
You could make an Arcana check.
I am not proficient, so this is going to be a layman's guess, but I will add a +1 because I'm a kobold.
You are presently a
Roll
chipmunk,
of
so you
the
don't get your racial bonus.
Okay, I will subtract. I will not do that then.
Yes, that is one thing about polymorph. Just as
What about that?
a reminder, you don't get your racial stuff. Or wild chick, for that matter. Sorry, not polymorph.
Beats the fuck out of me.
That didn't sound great. Oh my
Oh
god.
no, that was really, really bad.
No idea. This element is orient to you.
I think it could be magic, but it also could be that something chewed on these crossbow bolts.
It could be a shopping list for all you know.
Could be a recipe. Okay, I'm going to update that description in my mind as crossbow bolts with stuff written on them. Because fuck me if I know what is written on them.
Yep.
Okay, it's not sounding like there is much of interest going on in here to a chipmunk.
No, and from what you've got going on in simultaneity, is you can only assume that shit's gone down with Dory while you had your back turned.
Yeah, at this point, I think it would be worth looking into maybe how to sneak back to my friends. So if there's it sounds like this building is kind of a wreck. Would a chipmunk be able to wriggle her way out of a hole in the wall and get a view from where we're sitting?
I mean, you could just climb on top of the watchtower banister.
Oh, that sounds easier.
Yes.
I'll do that instead.
Yeah, from where you're standing, you remember there being two more over here. They're gone. You have no idea where this one is. The rest of these guys have two of them have gone away. These two have kind of wandered in these directions in a definitive searching pattern.
Okay. Avoiding their searching pattern as much as possible and creating as little noise as possible, I would like to try to scurry back into the grass and start heading back towards my comrades.
Easy enough. Because this is wild and unkempt grass, It is fairly easy enough to just disappear in the, well, for you, body-high grass.
When you are small like Mousy, it is much easier to hide in tall grass.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I would like to, I am keeping my ears open because if I hear fighting, I want to be able to turn into a kobold again before joining the fray.
By the time you get back...
Oh, given that I'm moving at very tiny footsteps, it takes a little bit.
Yes. Well, not only that, but Dory and the creatures all move faster than you do.
Yes.
By the time you get back, you're more approaching the aftermath of the fighting.
In that case, I'm going to drop Wild Shape anyway. And so you guys kind of see, whoop, out of the grass, a kobold.
Oh, thank the gods, you're okay.
Oh,
I
yes.
also abandoned you, but I kind of got hurt.
Dory, I do not think you could have taken the same path that I did because I'm looking at you. And I do not think that you can fit through a crack in a wall.
Well, no, but I
think you would have to use doors.
I felt bad about abandoning you, but they were chasing me, and
You don't need to feel bad about it. I am much faster and smarter.
Oh.
And trickier. And smaller.
Smaller for certain, yes. Okay. I'm
No,
just
I
glad
got a
you're
pretty
okay.
good look at how everything is set up and where the spider chickens seem to be. And also, there was a big room filled with they were crossbow bolts, but what was written on them is in a language I don't know. Or it could have been that something chewed on them for a while, but it looked like a language. But maybe there's something with weird teeth that have letters in them.
I don't
And
think
with a nat
teeth
one,
have
you
letters
wouldn't
in
even
them.
recognize anything as lettering.
Dory kind of gives you a okay.
You would write letters so easily if you had letters engraved in your teeth, and when you bit down on the paper, it left the letters in them.
Huh.
But either way, there were a lot of crossbow bolts, and they all had writing on them in a language I don't speak.
Okay.
She does give other layout details that she saw while fairly thoroughly scouting all of these buildings in an attempt to lose various spider chicken pursuers.
And lose them you did.
That's
Yay.
good.
Yep.
We're all happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo!
But yeah, she does share her intel fairly comprehensively.
Oh,
Tell them about what you found in the other tower.
Oh, I do not remember what I found in the other tower.
Okay, you found a crossbow with a metal body instead of a wooden body.
Ah,
And a
oh, maybe the crossbow bolts with the writing on them with the weird metal crossbow in that first tower.
I would definitely like to take a look at that when we have a chance.
There was also a guy whose armor got exploded and there was a bunch of metal left because it was mostly the straps that got exploded because that's the easier part to explode.
Oh, well, sounds like useful scrap metal at least.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So about how many of these things, these spider chicken creatures, has Lantern seen at
you are
once?
aware of 5.
Okay, there
Well,
are
I'd say you're
at least
aware.
five.
You're aware. I would say you're aware of 7, but there's the 6 and 7 are laying obliterated on the ground.
Okay, Lantern, when she is giving the numbers, says, and the way I could see it, there are at least 7, and then she looks at the corpses. There are at least 5 of these spider chickens in the base.
All right. Do you think we'd be able to take down 5 more of these things, guys? Probably if we keep Dory off the front lines.
Dory would like to stay off the front lines. Yes, please.
Uh,
She grabs her crossbow.
I'm a little beat up, but I can probably take another 2 of them easy.
Thorn's
Maybe not easy, but
Thorn also appears to be a little beat up. Not in tip-top shape. But Vellos is
No, do you need
raring
healing?
to go. I mean, Thorn's missing 10 health.
That's about what Dory's missing.
Fiona's down 7 out of 24.
Yeah, well, Dory's
has
down 10 out
17.
of 23, so she's
Oh, yeah. She's
I
a little
feel
hard
like
work.
Happy to cast some healing word for a friend.
Actually, as far as that goes, Dory forgot to put up her spell book. Okay, she will look at she'll go to Fiona. Come to me, Arcana, heal this spirit, heal this soul, and she'll cast healing word. It is.
Oh.
I have to remember what my spell bonus is. Great. Okay. Oh, wait,
It's
I've got
your
it.
charisma modifier.
Yeah, I've actually got it. There we go.
Well, that's happening. Vellos will use a Cure Wounds on Thorn.
She gives Fiona 4 hit points.
All right, I'm back in the 20s.
Okay.
Lantern is the very picture of health because she did not get hit.
Well,
Yeah.
Dory's still,
Thorn gets most of his health back.
Yep, Dory's still
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
can you cast healing word on yourself?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, then Dory's going to
But
do that. Huh?
be advised, you are using up spell slots.
Of course.
Yep.
Of course.
That's actually a pretty good dash. Yeah, that's a good base coat. Come here, my arch nemesis.
Oh, that feels much better. Okay.
All right. Now the thing is, how do we get some of them over here without getting all 5 of them at once?
Yeah.
That is the question, isn't
That's
it?
a big question, yeah.
We could make something loud happen.
That's likely to get all of them.
You have a cantrip that makes an explodey sound.
I do.
You do. But that might bring them all over. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I would worry about is we get all of them if we do something
Yeah.
like that. I mean, I've got several things that can attract attention, but
Yeah, but one of them you have to be pretty close to them.
We
I
could
don't know
make
if you want to
a
risk getting
noise
stabbed again.
in one direction and set a fire in a different direction.
Would they care about fire, though?
I didn't think to test that. I feel silly now.
well, I could put up a thing of lights in one direction.
I mean, we can try that.
See if they respond to my burst of color, I think it is.
I guess worst case scenario, we just get prepared to fight 5 of them at once.
Yeah.
Because the things do seem to be able to burrow under the ground. So, we probably don't want to do anything that'll shake the ground in case there's more than 5 over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that is worth noting, I did not, when I was down there, see any kind of tunnels in any of the buildings. So I think they haven't tunneled in secret anywhere. We just know they can tunnel.
Yes. Okay, do we want to try the light idea then? See if that attracts any of them?
The light, by the way, it's not a subtle thing. It is a flashy display of magical fireworks, a dazzling strobe of color.
Yes, we saw it before when you at the Knoll base.
Yes.
To get them to actually focus on you and only you, they had to be within like a certain distance, if I remember right.
60 feet.
Yeah.
Which 15, 20, 25, 30, 40.
What was the save against that again?
Wisdom.
Okay.
I mean, do it from about here and I'd get a couple of them.
Yeah.
Which is all we want at once.
This is true, but that means getting pretty close to the base, and who knows whether or not that they're going to notice us on the approach.
Well, that's true.
And
invisibility didn't seem to work very well.
I think they could see you anyway, so it may not be visibility they use to find stuff.
You would know that while they were able to follow you, their swings were wild and blind.
So it was probably scent or something else. That's true. But it does mean that I can't just do invisibility again and sneak up.
Yeah, that would be convenient.
It would be even more convenient if I could sneak up there invisible, put up the burst of color, and then see what happens. But oh well.
We could just approach as a group and just take whatever comes. Because the ones that started chasing Dory, I don't remember if they were like yelling or making loud noises, or if they were just stabbing at her.
I
Just
think they're just
hissing and
stabbing at
stabbing.
me.
Hissing
Yeah.
and stabbing.
Yeah.
Okay. They don't seem to be doing any large alarm calls when
Well,
they
that's
find
true.
targets.
We can walk up. There's the guy there that's the closest to us. Try to kill him and see what happens from there.
Hmm. Your light display is still visible for more than 60 feet away, right?
Maybe
It just-
visible. It doesn't affect anything.
Yeah, but just visible in general.
Might be. Doesn't
Okay.
really.
On a clear night, you are not missing that sort of display for at least a mile.
Yeah. Yeah, but it has to be within 60 feet.
To take
But
effect.
if it is and it can see me, it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Hmm.
Hmm? You heading
So I
towards
guess-
us?
Just walking towards the base and seeing what happens then?
Okay.
I don't think any of us have come up with a better plan than that, so let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
Dory's going
I
to be in the
don't
back.
know.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Okay.
Bruno's going to be in the middle.
As you
Hmm.
come in on approach, how close do you want to be before you try anything?
Let's see. What's the range of my weapon?
Hmm. Well, Fiona can't really do too much from a distance other than having ranged weapons ready.
Yeah, give me a minute. I need to check something. I don't have it written down.
Yeah. Bruno will do the same. Have his longbow out.
Lantern would like to draw from her deck.
Okay. Go ahead and
Good luck.
draw.
Good luck.
Let's see what crazy card she gets this time around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's just a regular class buddy, but it just feels like a threat every time you do that.
Yeah. Well, that's because we had someone with a deck of many things last time. So.
And it went surprisingly well.
Yes, it did. But we all know
Oh
what
my
that
God.
her ability
Oh my
does.
god.
Lantern has a strategy now because Lantern drew a card called Seeds into Earth. When you use this card as an action, you soften the earth to plant your enemies like seeds. For a brief instant, soil, sand, and stone within 60 feet of you become a soupy liquid, while other materials are unaffected. Smaller or larger creatures other than you standing on affected soil must make 2 strength saving throws. A creature who succeeds on both saving throws is unaffected. The soft earth might also cause objects and structures to sink as the GM deems appropriate. So Lantern would like to make sure that her friends are not in 60 feet of her. run up and attract the attention of some spider chickens, and then fucking use that shit as soon as they are within 60 feet.
That's going to be interesting effect, considering we do know they can burrow.
It can burrow, but there is not an exception for burrowers in the they must make a strike, avoid being
Yes.
restrained. It sounds like they are actively being restrained.
It sounds more like the ground is turned into quicksand you'd more likely see in typical media.
Yeah. It says that if the creature fails both saves, they're completely buried. If they fail one save, it sinks 1 foot in the earth and is restrained until it uses an action to free itself.
Yeah.
The ones that are buried are restrained, blinded, and at risk of suffocating.
Which these guys probably won't suffocate since they can burrow.
Probably not. I'm assuming they're not going to suffocate, but it will put them in the ground, it sounds like, unless they beat the saving throw. So that is my strategy if nobody else has a better one.
Not gonna object. Vellos might.
Dory's good with it.
You'll at least distract a couple of them.
Vellos can fuck with them from the air.
Fiona, if Lantern outlines this plan, she's going to make sure that she's staying 60 feet away from Lantern during this.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
Lantern, do not worry. She is not springing this on you guys. She excitedly tells you what she drew, what it means, and how she proposes you use it.
Well, we know they can burrow,
Yeah.
so
Oh, yeah, but this is a distraction.
yes.
Not a long-term how we deal with them. Just to distract.
Well, yeah. I mean, we get them all distracted with the soupy ground, and then we shoot them.
Exactly. Would you like to try this?
Sure.
I'm
Dory
for it.
has her crossbow locked and loaded.
Bruno has his longbow that is taller than he is.
Fantastic.
Fiona's going to ready a stone in her sling.
Vellos can follow Lantern a few feet off the ground. Like just flying above the ground.
Appreciate this, both because she thinks you flying is a very cool, and also because it's nice to have some backup. But she is definitely going to run about, let's say for safety's sake, 65 feet in front of the group.
Okay.
She is going to cast Thunderclap to get the attention of the spiders.
Oh dear.
While she is not within 5 feet of Vellos. And then she is going to wait until they are within range and then cast the card.
Okay. Well, give me 1 second whilst I let Vellos here dry. I'll get everything set up.
Of course.
I just need to clean off this brush. Okay, that's coming off. Excellent. Okay. Thunk, thunk, thunk. 10, 20, 30, 40. Alright. So.
You must free Vellos from the stand.
Yeah, I just had to grab him by the tail. Nope, those are not the markers I want. These are the ones. Okay, real quick, since we're not going to be up here for hopefully too long, we have Watchtower. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 5, 10, 15. So we have our building here. And the other watchtower is off over in that direction. Okay, so you want to be 60 feet ahead of everyone else. Where do you want to be placed?
Sort of catty corner between those two watchtowers.
So this is the stout structure. This is
Sorry, the stout structure and the watchtower.
you want to be like right
Basically, yeah.
here. Okay. Everyone else, you're technically off map at the moment.
Yep.
Vellos would be like 10 feet behind Lantern and like
Probably
5
covering his ears.
5 feet off the ground.
Okay, let me just there. Ah, here they are. Here are some of them.
We did mention that some of them can jump really far, right?
I think some of them had wings.
Yes.
Yeah, they didn't have true flight though, by the look of it. At least that we saw.
Not that we saw, but we don't know that for sure.
Okay. Well, you're flying. We know that for sure. Well, you're hovering at the moment, but
Actually, I don't think he can hover. Actually, that
not really. You're kind of, unless specified, it's assumed you are kind of just mobile.
yeah, I think hovering is something only volcanic origins can do.
Yes.
So you're just flapping.
Yeah, I'm just flying around.
You're doing donuts.
Pretty much.
In the parking lot,
honestly.
like a dick.
Hey, none of you guys seem to have real flight. Too bad for you.
There, elevated platform.
Yay!
Thought I was small. Oh. Okay. So you're going to thunderclap.
Oh, yes. Or as I'm calling it, the dinner bell.
Heh. Sometimes foreshadowing. And let's see here. Yeah. Gonna go ahead and get the attention of, at the moment, from what you can tell, you have the attention of one coming out and another peeking around. Hooked claws wrapped around the door frame. Well, yeah.
Till I see at least a few in range, I'm just going to be sitting here doing an Irish jig.
You see two quite clearly.
I'd like to
Yeah.
get at least one or two more of these bad boys into range if possible.
Fortunately, from what you can tell, no more seem to be keen to approach, but these two are... Excuse me. They do see you, but they appear to be showing a degree of caution.
Well,
Obviously, they're afraid of Irish jigs.
that's it. No, I'm just kind of gonna keep here busting a move, challenging them until they're at least a little bit further away from the building before I collapse the ground in them.
Lantern challenges spider chickens to a dance-off.
More or less.
With the understanding that Vellos can be seen circling ahead above.
Well, yeah, if he can see my dance moves and is impressed by them, then the way I see it, I've achieved 2 things
Go ahead and
today.
give me a performance check.
Oh, hell yes.
Oh dear. Oh.
And I am a kobold, so my complete lack of ability in there is going to give me a +1. Oh my god, dirty 20.
That is actually
Whoa.
impressive.
I'm busting an incredible move here.
While your ability to dance is impressive in the face of certain danger, these creatures seem to lack it. You're not sure if they're lacking your interest, a taste in your talent, or might know something's up.
The
But-
thing is, though, if they know something's up, we do have the advantage of, Vellos has a ranged weapon, if I recall correctly.
He does.
Yeah. Well, if they're gonna
Depending
hesitate,
on-
Vellos is just going to shoot
Well, I was
one.
going to say they're about to head inside. They don't seem keen on facing you in your environment. I'll let you get one ranged attack off.
Okay.
How close are we?
You're like
You
65
are-
feet behind us.
So the range of your card is 60 feet, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 30 feet in either direction from Lantern. So you were probably about 30
It actually says within 60 feet of me, so it's
Ooh,
120
okay,
total.
that makes more sense. Okay, so
So
yeah,
they're
you're
like
definitely-
65 feet back.
You're like 65, 70 feet back, waiting for the
Okay.
ground to turn into water.
Okay.
Waiting for Lantern
I'm
to
just
base.
thinking that we could
19
actually
to hit.
I could.
Try
I've got a
hitting
longbow. So could Thorn, actually. Both Bruno and Thorn have longbows.
Yeah. Dory has a crossbow. That's within her range.
Okay.
We are well out of Fiona's range with the sling.
Unfortunately.
I can Thorn and Bruno can fire longbows, so I can roll thorns.
Go ahead.
Dory will try with her crossbow. Just a D20, right?
What's the range on the crossbow again?
Max is 320, but I rolled a 1.
So, yeah. Just a d20 roll on that.
3.
3. Oh dear.
Oh dear. What did I do?
What you did was I need you to pick your weapon back up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He does that. And swears a bit.
That'll be your next action, is to pick that up.
How
Yeah,
is the 13 to hit? I don't remember what their AC
15
was.
doesn't hit.
Okay. Couldn't remember off the top of my head.
It's alright.
Mark that arrow is lost.
And what was the other roll?
Thorn got a 10.
Alright, that doesn't hit either. Okay, so attacks miss. The creatures retreat indoors.
Oh, even the 19 missed?
Oh, I did not see the 19. I'm sorry. The 19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Five points of piercing damage.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, so these guys retreat out of sight.
Unfortunate.
Yes.
Didn't realize spider chickens were so smart.
There's a degree of intelligence going on here that's got you guys a little surprised.
Oh.
As I kidnap Vellos again.
This seems unlike dungeon monsters.
So I have a stupid question that just occurred to me.
Sure.
What would you characterize the flooring material of those buildings?
Oh.
Worked stone.
Worked stone?
Yes.
Okay, it doesn't say worked stone is immune, but I am assuming that when it says soil, sand, and stone within 60 feet of me, it's probably talking about stony terrain.
Yeah. Because it's a druidic ability. Well, druid abilities can get weird.
Worked stone wouldn't be that much different from the stone that you find out in the field.
Not. Though the big thing you would know is if you do want to collapse things, you would also bury any and all potential loot inside the building.
Yeah, and I don't want to do that unless I'm intentionally burying the loot. Which I'm not.
Yes. Though it does do one specific caveat, it specifies the difference between terrain and buildings.
Yeah, so presumably that would just make the building sink.
Yes.
Because it says structure. Yeah, based on the phrasing, I was assuming it's talking about terrain, and I won't try to argue it for this.
Now, if this was Warp Stone, which I don't think Druids get in 5th edition, we'd have a whole other discussion. Namely, how did you get that at 3rd level?
Instead, I'm going to wonder if maybe we... You know what? No, that would also be potentially deleterious to loot. Never mind.
Thinking like a true adventurer?
Because I was like, it occurs to me that we could just set the wooden parts of the structure on fire, but also not good for loot.
Well, seeing that no creatures are going after Lantern after she made a very loud noise, who's gonna yell, should we just come up?
I think so, yeah.
Alright.
How depressed are you in calling back?
Wait, who's depressed?
Gonna start walking towards Fiona. Or, towards Lantern.
Because Lantern's not depressed. She is undepressible. It's a feature.
She is probably confused, but she's not depressed.
Arguably perturbed, even.
Do you believe they call that manic?
No, that's just status quo.
Yeah.
I mean, that too.
So these things are too smart.
Yeah, I didn't think they were as smart as they are. I know people back home who aren't as smart as this, but they're kobolds, so.
Yeah, but you guys get smarter the more of them there are.
Yeah, there are some people that doesn't help as much as you'd think.
Spoken
Fair.
like somebody who recognizes society appropriately.
Is there something about this place making them smarter, or is there some other factor?
Or it might be that they're being careful because of something. Like maybe. Do you think that if there are eggs of spider chicken, they would be good in an omelet? And if not, do you think the guy we're going to meet would want them? Because I bet the answer is no and then yes.
No. Do insect eggs taste good in omelets?
None of them that I've tried.
Then I would say probably not. If they're more insect-like than chicken-like.
That is true. But I do think our scholar guy would probably be interested.
Probably.
Almost certainly.
That's quite the potential.
Because maybe if there's something that usually isn't smart and is careless, and it's suddenly acting smart and careful, it's because there's something it really doesn't want to get eaten.
At any note, we should be taking note of this.
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely strange.
Indeed.
Okay, as you're standing around talking, I want... Bruno, make a perception check.
Okay. Give me a second, as I just realized I had issues on there, so I'm having to scroll back to check what my previous HP rolls are.
Oops. Did you forget to update your HP?
I'm not certain. I definitely forgot to update my level. I don't know if I forgot to update my HP, so I'm having to scroll back to check to see what it should be. So give me 1 second
That's...
to
Well, in
yeah,
that
no.
case, if you're doing that...
Well, I've got my iPad, I can do the roll on there. Give me 1 second I'm just typing it out instead of
Yeah.
Let's see. No advantage, correct?
Correct. Just whatever base modifiers you get.
Yep, so +3. That didn't help much.
No.
Oh, no. Okay. Okay, you don't notice anything.
Yep.
As you guys come on to approach... Oops, I missed that part of the tail.
Wait.
Vellos, if you ever decide to get minis, do not put frills on tiles.
Good to know.
Unless you're buying pre-painted.
Alright. Well, that helps. I can just skip to the right date. Thank you for thought.
Yep.
I've been writing what date we have each session on.
I would also suggest everybody, when they're rolling hit dice, just label their roll as hit dice so they can also be searched up fairly quickly.
Oh, I don't know how to search through it, otherwise I
Control
would have done
F.
that. There we go.
Well, they're all in that big squat, or they're mostly in that big squat building.
That we can think.
Seems
That we
to
think.
me and they seem to be protecting something in there or something. Seems to me that if we go to the entrance and start threatening them from there, we're likely to provoke something.
You want to just try? Would you like me to go and try to provoke them in a minor way? Because I can go up, use mold earth, open a pit at the door, and see if they care.
All right.
The problem
Maybe we
with
can
that is
shoot it
that
in
then
there.
we have to walk through the pit,
True.
which doesn't sound like fun.
Lantern looks like she disagrees with you about it not being fun, but she does not disagree with you that it might not be the move.
Priorities.
Yes. I mean,
Okay, I think I did, and I just got. Yeah, so I did, but I think I got hit, or I forgot to do the con on the modifier on the last HP.
So you're looking at probably a plus. What's your con?
It's +2.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I've already done the math. I should have 21. I had it marked down as 19.
Oops.
Yeah. Fortunately, I noticed that my cleric level was saying the wrong thing.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Listen, please
I'll
pay
do
more
it.
attention to your leveling up.
Yep. Why?
Okay.
Oh, this is so very weird. I'm not used to these things being cautious.
really, not until they get much more intelligent. Things didn't impress us as especially intelligent,
Right?
but
I mean, it's not the first time you've encountered defensive behavior. I mean, you remember the
No.
gnolls in the mess hall.
the gnolls had it. But they still weren't that hard to tempt out.
Provoke.
True.
Well,
Well, we saw 2 of them in there. Where are the other 3?
Well, do you want to check out the building, or are you just going to stand around and talk?
I mean, Lantern is absolutely gung-ho to
Okay,
go in there and
okay.
poke some shit.
Alright, so
Yeah,
as you go
Thorn-
to check
or-
out the building, Lantern, you will notice that it is a very simple looking entry room, if anything else. Oops. Oh, shoot. That's not good. I just pulled the brush off. I just pulled the I did this.
oh, that's a problem.
Uh-oh.
I will have to clamp that down with pliers later, but it's back on. It's not like I'm using too much force to brush. I just accidentally pulled it off while drawing it off.
Hate doing that.
Yeah.
I think Lantern is going to huck a handful of gravel into the room.
Okay, so hang on just 1 second before you do that. Okay, so as you look inside the room, it is empty save for the stairs heading down. There has been heavy signs of combat in the room, with deep gouging in the floors and walls. Splintered bolts litter the back end of the room, as well as there is a mass amount of spatterings of blood throughout the room. There is, take a shot every time I say room, there does not appear to be any signs of remains outside of that, however.
So we don't actually see anybody in this first room.
That's why I would like to huck a handful of gravel into the room.
Easy enough as a clattering of stone.
Any response?
None that you can hear.
I would
Oh.
like to huck a different handful of gravel from further inside the room down the stairs.
Still nothing, but you do notice that there are torch sconces along the walls that are not lit.
Ooh, torches.
They could be
That
lit. They're
are-
sconces, so they're kind of built into the wall.
Okay,
Well, if they're not going to attack us, we can always come back to this building and check out those weird bolts you found.
Ooh, we could do that. Should we block off the door?
They can burrow.
That's smart. How about we just keep a watch here and make sure that we're not surprised if they come back out, while people who know what languages are can maybe go look at those crossbow bolts.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's crossbow bolts in the tower over here. There's a
Yep.
crossbow in the tower over here.
Lantern will volunteer as person to keep watch over this building, which she
Alright.
is happy to do by climbing up onto the roof.
I'm still going to purge this building even as you climb up there. Coincidentally, there are grooves in the wall that make it climbable for you without much of a check or difficulty. Seems like you weren't the only one who had that idea at one point.
Hmm.
Vellos will.
Hopefully, I'm more successful than the last guy.
I guess
Or
Vellos
equally
will
successful.
fly up. I guess Vellos will fly up to one of the watchtowers to.
East or west?
Sarah does.
West would
Sorry,
have the crossbow. East would have the bolts.
Lantern does excitedly point out which tower has the bolts, which is, I believe, looking at the map, the westward tower.
Yes.
And the east one has the bow, the metal crossbow.
Yes.
Yes.
Fiona will go look at the bolts.
Yeah, Vellos will go for the metal crossbow. That piqued his interest.
Okay.
She's going to keep an eye out just in case any of the spider chickens are hiding around.
Saying,
Lantern
Dory
will
go with,
appreciate the help.
Dory will go with Vellos.
Thorn will probably stay with Lantern, I would guess.
Alright, so.
That would be great, because then if one of those fucking things comes out, then as soon as its head sticks out, he can whack it.
Okay, so. This party separates.
I
Yep.
didn't
Thankfully,
actually hear
not
where,
far separation.
I did not hear where Vellos was going.
The
Vellos
Vellos
is going
is
to the
east
checking
tower.
out
tower.
the eastern tower because he wants to check out the crossbow.
Ah.
Dory's going with him.
Mhm.
Okay.
No, Bruno's going to stay center so that if he hears combat in either direction, he can go to that direction.
In order of who gets there quickest, which is Vellos because he's flying. Vellos, you fly up, land in the watchtower, and you realize quite quickly that, well, yes, there is in fact a crossbow there, made out of metal, except for, well, the tensioner bit is still typical wood and rope. Lantern neglected to mention that the hands of the previous owner were still attached to it.
It did not occur to her to be worth mentioning.
Well, that's
But if he wants free hands, he's got some now.
he'll pass. That's definitely a bit gruesome. He's just going to remove those as best he can.
Sort of
So
gingerly
so
shake it
you
off, I'm
post-
imagining.
You have the previous owner posthumously unhand the crossbow.
Yep. And he's going to examine it.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Oh boy, not the best at these.
You may add your proficiency anyways because of smithing reasons.
Which makes
And
it
also,
much
no, hang on, not smithing. You have tinkerer proficiency, correct?
Not Tinker, I got Wainwright's tools.
Close enough. We'll allow you to use proficiency regardless.
Yeah, which is better than Dory can do. She just has her jack of all trades
Don't
bonus.
forget that proficiency die.
15, that's
All right,
not terrible.
solid. As you're investigating the crossbow, you find the crossbow has a second trigger mechanism slightly in front of the first one.
Hello, what do you do?
You pull it.
Yeah, he's gonna aim it away from himself and everybody else before pulling it, just to be
As you
safe.
pull it, a blade swings out from the bottom and locks in, pointing forwards. It somewhat is obstructing the launching mechanism.
Does that have a fucking bayonet on it? That's incredible.
Yes, that is great.
It's a bayonet crossbow.
It's still a light crossbow, but yes.
Well, this is interesting.
That's cool.
I might just keep this.
I will send you the info on it.
Yeah, Vellos is definitely gonna keep this, because at the worst, he can study the thing. At best, he's got just a new crossbow with more utility.
With some tinkering on the device and pulling the trigger a second time, you realize that the blade, whatever the mechanism is on the inside, quickly retracts, or unfolds the blade when you pull the trigger a second time. Here you are.
Oh, I would love to meet whoever made you.
The dungeon made it. So you've already met whoever made it. Or I guess whatever made it.
Well, still going to be interesting to study.
Yeah, maybe once you studied it, you could make me one too. Dory's looking rather avariciously at the crossbow.
Since this is made of metal, would it fall under smithing more than woodworking?
This thing probably falls under several categories and proficiencies at once.
Fair. I can certainly give it a shot once I have the proper facilities. Making Thorn better armor might come first.
Well, yeah. Thorn needs better armor. Is there anything else in this room?
There is a regular
looking
short
around.
sword which also is not unhanded.
It's just the hands, or is it the whole person with
Just
the
the
hand
hand.
on the? Just the hand.
The person presumably has been mostly eaten.
Jeez. Dory,
But you know, spider
Didn't
chickens
really-
have picky eaters too, and some of them spit out the hands.
I guess. Dory kind of gingerly picks the hands off the short sword. Does it look like anything other than just a short sword?
It's got a very Art Deco style to it, but beyond that, it is a fairly regular short sword.
Still Art Deco. It's pretty. It's fashionable.
Fashionable
Wouldn't
and
you say?
functional.
Yeah, fashionable and functional. Always a good thing.
Okay.
That's a name.
What's it called?
Crossbow of stabbing.
I mean, it is on point.
Yep.
That is cutting.
No,
Oh,
it's stabbing.
God.
that was awful.
Everybody
and on
take
point-
1d6 psychic damage.
And on point wasn't?
Everybody take 2d6 psychic damage.
I Oh shit, I think I need to start making death saves.
Oh,
I meant the players, not the characters, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
This is a cool little weapon.
Anything else?
Not in this room. So taking our attention to apparently just Fiona.
But we
Yeah,
taking the
no, Fiona's
short
all by
sword, too?
herself.
Yep.
We're taking the short sword, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Fiona. You find your crossbow bolts in question all over the floor. The quivers have been
Fiona's gonna-
spilt. There's been further signs of battle.
One of the crossbow bolts has been pulled away from the rest to be inspected by a tiny little chipmunk.
Well, Fiona's gonna go ahead and pick up one of them and look at it. Try to see what's so special about this compared to regular crossbow bolts that got
Give me
Lantern
an
all excited about them.
Go ahead and give me an Arcana. As you look
All
over
right.
this.
I do not have any bonuses to it, but I am proficient, so I do get proficiency dice.
Hooray.
It's only a 10.
That's good enough. You can determine that they are indeed magical. You don't know what kind of magic, but those are definitely magic
Okay.
inscribed.
So, magical crossbow bolts.
Yes.
How many are there?
10.
10?
And then there's 20 regular bolts laying around.
Alright. Well, Fiona will go ahead and start with picking up the 10 magical ones.
Okay.
And she'll go ahead and carry those out. Before going back in to just kind of pick up the other 20 regular ones.
Yep.
And she'll carry those out. And then picking up the 10 magical ones again. Just so that they're all kind of, out of the watchtower.
Yes. Makes sense.
She'll go back over to Lantern, Thorn, and I guess Bruno and go, yeah, they are magical, Lantern. I don't know what kind of magic, but they are definitely magical.
I knew it. I knew it couldn't have just been a magic thing chewing on it.
Well, we can identify those later.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Let's get your head painted.
The other ones are, these 10 are magical, those other 20 are not.
20 crossbow bolts are still 20 crossbow bolts. We go through them.
Yeah, does anybody need regular crossbow bolts?
I'm down to 10, so I could use,
Well, there's 20 over there. Go ahead and pick up 10.
Yep.
Yeah, Dory
Restock
shrugs.
your quiver.
I bought a lot, when we were
Especially
when we
since
did our last supply.
Especially since I found this, and Vellos would show the crossbow of stabbing.
Yeah.
And unfold the blade.
Well, that's weird.
oh.
Yeah. And I found a short sword, which is probably not magical, but it's really pretty. So I will be making sure it's not magical.
Yeah, I can
I
tell you
am
right
surprised
now it's
there
not
are-
magical.
Okay. Okay.
I am surprised there are absolutely no creatures out here. They were all over the place. Now they're all gone.
That
Well-
alarming.
Yes.
That is mildly concerning. I bet they're down there waiting for us, if I had to guess.
I
Well,
wouldn't
they're
be
probably
surprised.
in that big building. And we'll need to go
In
dig them out.
Indeed. Do you want to do that today or come back tomorrow?
Well, they know we're here, so they might come after us in the night.
Yeah, I tend to agree. It's time to start.
Yeah.
We know at least that they patrol around during the night.
This is
Mhm.
true.
So, most
All
of
of
us
you
are.
guys with your magical abilities still have the ability to keep casting stuff?
Yeah, I've only used one spell.
I've
Well,
actually
that's
avoided
something
using
I
the
have
spell.
Yeah, everyone
What the-
talked at once.
I've used some, but I still have more.
Okay. And Bruno?
I haven't used one. I managed to avoid it.
I got most of my spell
Okay.
slots.
Okay.
Just as a reminder, short rests are a thing. I know a lot of people typically don't take them, but if you guys are just needing the health.
Yeah.
Uh,
At this point, I've got the health. It's the spells that would be more. And that's a
Yeah.
long rest.
Thorn's only missing 2 health, so he's
Well,
pretty
we can
good.
always see what's inside the entrance. And if we get hurt, we can always come back out and rest before going further.
True enough.
True.
We don't have to do the entire dungeon in one sitting.
Yeah, we can
No.
at least see what's down the stairs.
Maybe we kill a couple of spider chickens and then regroup.
Mhm.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, me and Thorn will lead the way, I suppose.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. Whilst I get everyone's demise set up.
Oh no.
That's
demise.
worrying.
Well, I mean, have you ever tried to walk downstairs in heavy armor?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
I gotta be right back.
Okay. You have
Oh,
fun with
Vellos
that.
can fly.
Yeah, Vellos is not flying in this environment.
No.
Yeah, I don't have the clearance.
Vellos has entered a no-fly zone. He used to be bullied appropriately. Okay, so as you head down the stairs, you have a pathway to your east and west with additional doorways. I will state right now, unless you are lighting the torches as you move, it is dark.
Probably not a bad idea to do so. We
Yep.
don't
Yeah.
have the element of surprise. There's no point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. They already know we're here.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair enough.
We literally made a loud thunder sound outside the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Two-
You definitely
Two of them
did.
saw us and then went back in.
They saw our bullshit and were like, nope.
They saw a dancing kobold and was like, yeah, no, I ain't fucking with that.
Look, if anybody's seen it, you don't just mess with things that are dancing. Okay, so as you light torches ahead, you notice a What was that?
Mm.
You guys heard that too, right?
I said I'm back.
Oh,
Did I make a weird noise?
yes.
Oh dear.
I was just sitting there like, there are demons now. Okay, we're doing this.
Well, I mean, yeah, but the demons are back from the bathroom, so
That makes sense. Bathroom demons.
those exist in Japanese mythology.
What doesn't?
I did not need to hear that.
Solid question, but what doesn't?
Really?
That's also a fair question.
Cheese. Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't want an answer to the question you asked?
Except cheese does exist in Japanese mythology.
Sure doesn't.
Huh. Cheese demons.
Do Japanese use cheese at all?
They do now, because they like pizza, but
And also cheese ramen.
no, cheese is something that got introduced after World War II, basically, because that's what was in the welfare rations.
Right.
Until that
Yes,
point, cheese
yes.
was considered very barbaric.
For some
They
reason.
probably don't have the gene that digests.
Lactose.
It
Yeah.
is
That
less
happens.
common to have the gene that digests lactose in Japan, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most people in Japan are lactose intolerant. Or maybe not completely, but
It's to the point where cheese in Japan is unbelievably expensive.
Depends on where you go. Anyways.
Doesn't matter, it's all unbelievable to me. I live near Wisconsin.
Valid. Alright, cheese aside, unfortunately, as I say that. Okay, so as you come down the stairway, immediately to your east and west are two pathways that lead towards additional doorways that, from what you can tell, have been broken open in the torchlight. It seems like a bulk of the fighting has happened in here, with the room very well carved up, broken weapons and bolts scattered around. Armor torn asunder, but beyond that, the only remains of either fighting force is simply just splattered liquids.
Yummy.
Well,
I think that means any bodies were carried off to be eaten.
You do notice
Probably.
further down the hall that the wall over here seems to have been broken inwards and leading into some kind of pit.
oh, that's lovely.
Blanchard is gonna see if she can take a peek and confirm that's a body pit.
Vellos is gonna move up.
How are you going to
Cautiously.
approach the pit?
Slowly.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth roll.
It's a 15.
Okay. Easy enough. You're able to sneak in there, and as you look into it, from what you can see, the pit is about 20 feet down, and rather quickly the stone floor gives way to dirt. Simply because, as you can tell, the stone you're standing on is inlaid brick.
Good that I still have that card.
Yep. However, the dirt walls are oddly smooth and reflective.
Huh.
Don't see anything in it?
From what you can tell, no.
We've got a Horda.
Oh, what?
Star Trek reference.
Got it.
Oh. Oh, I totally forgot about those little guys.
Yeah.
I
have no idea
don't
what you're
remember
talking
them
about.
at all.
Lantern.
Devil in the dark.
Lantern conveys what she has seen and then said, the walls looked weirdly shiny though, so there might be some kind of monster spit on them.
Huh, that's
Hmm.
interesting and kind of gross.
Yeah, a little.
Concerning.
Trust me, I've seen all kinds of the fluids that come out of this thing in the process of trying to figure out how to cook them. The idea of that being what's lining the walls is not an appealing thought.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Fair enough. Let's explore the rest of the floor first.
Before
What's
going
that
down the
thing in
mysterious
front of
dirt
you?
hole.
All right, east or west?
I do. Well, what about that thing that's in front of Lantern?
Oh, yes. Sorry, this room. I apologize.
Quite all right.
Okay, that appears to be so. First, you have a set of doors here that were once grandiose and worked wood, now splintered apart and barely hanging onto their hinges. The interior room appears to be something of a once opulent office room. There is a writing desk in the middle of the room that has been smashed in half. However, just behind it is a chair on wheels that seems to have survived the assault, save for some light scratchings on the cushions and the wood body itself.
We should pick that chair.
Hang on. As well as
Wheelie
in the
chair.
room is a large chest in the back and several shelves lining the wall with a few objects. Largely seems to be writing items and books. If you look further inside, you'll notice along the north wall appears to be display cases.
Well, we'll have to come back later for this room.
Oh yeah, we need that chair. Other stuff too.
But it's a chair on wheels.
I've never seen a chair on wheels before, and I think it's important that the world knows about this discovery. You can sit and move.
I don't think it's going to be very usable in the wagon, but sounds
What are you
cool.
talking about? It would move every time the wagon moved. It would be awesome.
At the very least, an auction. I can see an auction house wanting it.
Oh well, definitely
Thorn,
that. Yeah.
Fiona, and you both would definitely know that wheelie chairs are a thing.
Okay.
They're typically
no,
seen-
those.
I'm just trying to think of anybody who's been inside of an office at any point.
Those exist already.
Okay. Well, in that case, I think we need to know about it.
That's fair.
Okay.
They usually have them in places like offices.
I've never been to one of those.
You would remember the kind of the person who did most of the clerical work for the monastery had a wheelchair, and Thorn would know that while working at the dockyards, his boss had one.
Yeah, the boring people who don't know the true majesty of something like a wheelie chair.
Exactly. I bet they're underestimating its potential. That always happens.
Yep.
Lantern beams at Dory, delighted that somebody here at least can see some reason.
Okay.
But this
we wanna
definitely
go-
seems like a come back to room.
Yes,
Yes.
definitely. East or west?
East
West
or
is best.
West.
All right, so west. Okay.
Yeah. Dory will hang back and be the last one.
So heading down west, you have two doorway options. You have one in the north and one in the south.
Lantern will immediately go towards the north one.
Okay, Lantern. You could surmise at one point this room was a bunk room, but some mad lad has been using stone beds, and even madder, that beds, shelving, what looks like a solid cabinet, have all been pushed up to form some kind of a barricade that is unfortunately too tall for you to look over.
Oh, we're gonna try to scramble up.
Okay. So let me go ahead and adjust the room here.
We would have been following Lantern, right? Or
What was that?
Oh yeah, Fiona's following Lantern. I'm assuming we're all moving in a group.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was
Yeah.
assuming as well, given what people have said. I will say right now, the southward door, also broken open, appears to be 2 wide instead of 1 wide.
It almost seems like the spider creatures hit this dungeon. Like they're not the original occupants?
That's
I don't know if that
possible?
makes sense. That's so weird.
Well, why not? A
It is.
dungeon is a place like anyone else. Like anything else is. Weird stuff can end up there, too.
Yeah.
Maybe this didn't used to be a dungeon and then something happened and now it is.
Yeah.
Or maybe it
I
did
mean,
used to be a dungeon and people live in them sometimes.
I am unsure.
I'm not sure what type of guys they were, though. The one that I saw, I think, might have been, like, a bear, but short. Like, if you had a really short bear with no hair.
So there is a
There
path.
might have been hair.
Using it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we have. I'm being attacked by my own supplies. Alright, so we have basically a kind of a barricade set up along here, about yay thick. And so for the small party members, you can't see over it. For everyone else, you can. Lantern's already dashed into the room. Who's coming in next?
Vellos, definitely.
Okay, Vellos, Lantern. While Lantern is excitedly scrabbling up the wall, I need you to give me a acrobatics or athletics check.
Let's see which one of those I'm good at. Neither of them, but I'm better at one.
Okay.
So, Cirque du Kobold is not going to be conquering the nation anytime soon.
No. So, Vellos, as you're coming in just in time to see Lantern get grabbed in the jaws of a creature and pulled over onto the other side of the barricade.
Oh,
no.
shit!
Oh no! Here we go.
As she goes over, you do hear Lantern yell, "Found him!"
Only Lantern.
Okay.
Can I get initiative rolls?
Only Lantern would literally climb headfirst into these things' jaws.
You kidding me? We were looking for him. I found him. I'm a problem solver.
Yeah.
You could make the argument.
Yes, you definitely can. She did in fact find him.
Yep.
She's a little bit distracted by being eaten by one, but
It's an understandable source of distraction.
I really feel like we can all give her a
Yeah.
break on that.
Well,
Mhm.
Thorn is
Yep.
not going first.
No.
Now, we got a couple of guys here who aren't going first, it looks like.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Hmm. Looks like Vellos did the best.
All right.
Okay, so let's take from the top 25 to 20.
A lot of people ain't going first this
Oh,
time.
that's, okay.
Oh.
15 to. Sorry, 19 to 15.
19.
That's something. $14 to 10.
Dory's 11.
Fiona's 11.
Who has a higher dex?
Fiona is an 18.
That's, yeah, Fiona's got the better dex.
Okay.
Dory's is only a 17.
Oh, that's
All right, so
very
barely
close.
better dex.
Okay. 10 to 9.
Mm, Bruno has 9.
What's your dex?
My dex is. There we go. 13.
Okay. Don't know why I asked that. The rolls weren't conflicting. That was whatever. That
I was
was
curious.
95.
Yeah.
7!
Okay.
And
Thorn.
Thorn got 4.
Understood. Oh dear.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Oh dear, there's a bunch of them in there.
I did say there were 5. And then we had Thorn at 4. Okay. Okay. What are these rolls?
Mostly pretty bad ones, boss.
Oh, yes. Okay, well, while Lantern is grappled, Thorn, or not Thorn, sorry, Vellos, you're going to take 2 ranged attacks from one of them.
Oh, goody.
Jeez. As spikes slam into the wall behind you. And then the next attack is. That's more like that's a nat 20.
Oh no.
Ah, crap baskets.
Oh, you'd better believe it. And another d4. I'll just roll this twice. You take 8 piercing damage.
Ow. Yeah, you see a bunch of his scales just explode off of him.
Yeah.
Gotta remember those for later. Too busy being eaten right now.
Dora, you see a set of spines like hit the wall here, and then the next set hit him.
Oh no.
And then for the next act, 5, 10, this is rough terrain, so 20, 25, 30. You're going to take 2 claw attacks. Well, really, they're stab attacks, but... Oh, jeez, that's a 6, or 7. It is a 7 hit.
No.
This is an 18 hit.
No.
Okay. Well, I tried.
You got a nat 20 on me.
Okay. Hey, that takes things actually to Vellos. Mind you, these two have wings on them, so...
Right, well, Vellos is going to move to the north of the one attacking him. Oh, that's weird seeing north in that direction. Ugh.
Congratulations, the map has turned like in a video game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It was easier for me to set up.
fair enough. But, yeah, he's gonna move on to the north side of the one attacking him to give his allies,
Okay, so you're going to move on to here. Oops. Okay.
The hole's bigger!
yeah, and... He wants to help Lantern, but he's got his own problem right now. Shit.
Yes, he has his own friend.
Yeah, try to survive, Lantern.
Can do, I hope.
As he's going to try to maul this thing back.
Sensible. Go ahead and roll for attacks. Your pseudo multi-attack.
Yep. That's 2, 4. That's a 15. Dice.
15. 15 does not hit.
Okay. Bonus action attack. Oh, that's even worse. Come on. That's 14, so no dice.
No, I'm right here.
And that's all I got right now. So that's my turn.
Okay, that's going to go ahead and take things to Fiona.
Okay. Well, Fiona's gonna go ahead and enter the room.
Yep. Where are we moving?
We all saw Fio, or at least heard Lantern get grabbed, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Or at the very least, you heard Lantern shout, "Found him," and she's no longer visible on this side of the barricade. However,
Presumably,
Alright.
one can guess at what has happened.
however, you can see this one, and it seems to be delighted at its new squeaky toy.
Okay. Well, Fiona's not gonna get in range of the one that engaged with Vellos, and she's going to hug the wall to climb over so she can go help
so
Lantern.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. What's your movement speed?
40.
30. Okay, this is rough terrain, so 40. Or you can
Okay.
stand here for 40.
That'll work.
Okay.
And, well, she can't reach him quite yet. Not with her fists.
Let me
She's
set
going
up this
to-
guy. There we go.
Spend the key point or just dash regularly? That is the question.
That is the question.
She will just go ahead and dash regularly to get engaged. Yeah.
Okay.
She can't attack this turn, but now she's right there. I'm here, Lantern!
Hello! Welcome!
Hello!
Squeaker!
Actually, I won't get engaged with that one, because I know Lantern can make a booming sound. And she might want to do that, so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, give her space to explode.
Sensible. We all
This
need
is
to do
very
that every
smart.
once in a while.
It seems like you maybe predicted what Lantern is intending to do next turn pretty good.
She has seen Lantern go boom quite often. All right, so yeah, that is Fiona's turn.
Okay. Alright, that'll take things over to Dory.
Okay. Dory is going to, very similarly to Fiona, hug the wall as she comes in and go to about 5 feet from the barricade.
10. So right here, 15.
Yeah, right there.
Dory
And
is the
she's going to
tall
take
one.
her crossbow and she's going to shoot at the spider chicken that's holding Lantern.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to attack.
Have to do that.
Just bear in mind you are shooting over cover.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, so that's disadvantage?
No, it has a modifier to
No.
its AC.
It has, oh, okay.
It gains AC
22.
essentially.
22 still hits.
Excellent.
Dear. Nine points of damage.
Rude. Guy's over here just trying to enjoy his new squeaky toy.
Dory objects to his new squeaky toy as his squeaky toy.
Get your own.
That's friend. That's her friend.
Get your own.
Now I'm.
Okay,
No, I
bonus
just-
action.
No,
Okay.
not for this round.
Bruno, your turn.
Bruno is going to move to the doorway,
5, 10.
and he's going to fire a arrow into the one that's visible.
No Twilight Sanctuary?
Oh, wait. Actually, yeah.
Okay, so you can use your action to Twilight Sanctuary.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, this is probably a good fight to do that on. There's 5 of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that is a reminder, it's a 1d4 or 1d6?
1d6.
1d6. Plus anything?
Yeah, it's currently +3.
Oh, okay. 1d6 plus 3.
It's
All right.
plus my cleric level, so.
Ah! Got it.
At the end of each of our turns.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Like that.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, mark that off. And then... Oh, think I have any. Hold on. Forgot to check for spells because I'd forgotten about that. I forgot to check for bonus action spells. I don't think I have any other than Healing Word.
Clerics don't have a lot of
So,
bonus action stuff.
no, they don't. So that's
Yeah.
going to end my turn. So, let me roll my 10 hit points.
Do we do that at the end of our turn?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Crap.
That didn't sound good.
I rolled a 1.
Like I said, that didn't sound good.
Yeah. It's at least some, but not great. No.
Well, 4 temp HP is better than 0.
Yeah, as I said, it's at least some.
Yep.
So who's after me?
What's going next is Lantern.
Okay. So I got this guy who's biting me, right?
Yes.
I kind of wonder how Thunderclap tastes.
Probably loud.
Probably
Probably.
staticky, too.
I should probably make that
thunder
Constitution
is
saving throw.
bad.
Oh, yeah. Thunder, not-
How many things? What's the range of Thunderclap? I know it's a square. I just don't remember how it's placed.
Anyone within 5 feet of me.
Okay, just one con save then.
Hence why I moved Fiona away.
That is a. That's a 12 on the con save.
He does not pass.
Hey, does it do anything else aside from damage? Or am I thinking Thunderclap?
You're thinking of the more expensive one.
Yes. So they're
Just
very.
under 6 thunder damage, so I will roll that.
They're extremely similar spells.
Yeah.
They are.
Lantern, as you're casting
One's
this
just the
spell, you
cantrip
notice
version.
this thing has a second arrow sticking out of it.
Ooh, is it one like the crossbow bolts I saw in the other room?
No, it looks like one of the crossbow bolts one of your friends had from earlier.
Ah, this is one of them that chased them.
Oh.
Well, I only did 2 damage, but I did do 2 damage that it did not have before.
Sensible.
Okay.
Pen is trying to run away from me. Or pencil, not pen. Okay. Bonus action. I'd say movement, but you are grappled.
Yeah, I can't try to get out with a bonus action, so just looking at all of my shit that I have potentially.
Have a lot.
Boy, that was a weird typo.
It's the worst of us.
No, sorry, I made a weird typo where it said the cast time was 1 actiub. So,
Beware the Actiub.
beware the
Actium!
Oh shit! Would suddenly becoming much larger or smaller break the grapple? Oh shit, that's 1 action. Never mind.
Yeah.
I don't have anything.
Okay. Okay. Next up. Lantern, you're going to take 2 chew toy attacks.
No!
And what's your AC?
Oh,
Oh, Lantern needs her temp HP.
yes.
Oh, yes, sorry, I completely forgot.
That's what's the roll for that? 1d6.
1d6 plus 3.
What he said.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Lantern, how does a dirty 20 sound to hit?
I mean, it sounds kind of painful, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd imagine so as well. So that's going to be where's all my d6s?
Mm.
All right, that's going to be 7 points of damage for the first attack.
That knocks out the temp HP I just got.
And the next one is a 13 to hit.
That one does not hit.
Okay, so the first one gets a solid squeak out of you, but the next one's not really get through your armor.
I can't stop imagining squeaky toy noises.
Oh yeah, the first one gets a real ow, and the second one gets a ha ha. You're holding on to me, and you couldn't even hit me, idiot.
Okay, next one's going to go ahead and turn around and attack you, Fiona.
That's fair.
Yep. So that's going to be a 15 to hit.
15 does not hit.
Ooh, spicy.
Yes.
How's about a 6 to hit?
No. Believe it or not, that actually doesn't hit.
I was kind of hoping for that reverse AC, but you never know sometimes.
Ah, you never know.
Okay, next one's going to go ahead and move in on you from here. How does a nat 20 sound?
Ugh, that'll hit.
Oh no. Oh wait.
As you realize it seems to coordinate very well with its buddy there. Not well enough, apparently. You take 6 damage, or no, sorry, 5 damage.
Okay.
5 stabbing damage. And
Ow!
second attack is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And you take 6 damage.
Ow!
Ew.
I know, what is with me in rolling high on the regular attacks but low on the crits?
I mean, I'll take it because I'm down to 10 HP.
Ouch.
The Twilight Sanctuary came after my turn. I haven't gotten temp HP yet.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Thorn's turn.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I guess Thorn will flank with Vellos because he
Okay.
can't reach the others right now and still attack.
It's moving weirdly. Like while it's facing you, it seems to be aware of Thorn's positioning. It's going to be a straight attack roll.
Oh. Well,
Yeah, we can't flank these things.
right, I forgot about that. I don't think Thorn's raged. I don't see anything.
It's a bonus action.
Yeah, I don't see anything on his character sheet.
He has 2 rages at his current level. He has not raged
And-
once yet, so
He has not.
Where is that?
it should be under class resources.
Oh. Right, well, he is going to rage, which... What does that do again?
Half
For him,
damage
it does a lot of things.
half damage from piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning. Gives an additional +2 to his damage. I believe as a class feature, which he should have written down, he has additional effects as part of Thought's Tremor.
He adds his con modifier to the first melee weapon attack roll he makes on his turn. And when he hits with a weapon attack while raging, he can treat the result of each damage die roll as half its max +1.
In other words, he can just take a 10 for his damage.
Huh.
Or take
Yeah,
an
whatever.
8, I'm
Sweet.
sorry.
And he will reckless attack because his friends are in danger.
Alright, go ahead and roll with advantage then.
What the hell is this con mod? It's con mod.
+2. Also remember, he is using a +1 weapon.
I guess so. That he adds the con modder on top of his strength, right? So
Yes.
that's. Oh wow, that's a +7 to hit. Jesus.
With advantage because you're recklessing.
Yeah.
And then don't forget that also, I believe... Okay, it just goes to his weapon attack, it doesn't go to damage.
Well, I'm pretty sure that hits with a 24.
Yeah, that connects.
And he's just going to deal 10 damage to the
You're
thing.
just going to take the 10?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Ow.
And now I need to do his temp HP. He gets 8. And that's his turn.
Interesting. Okay. Alright. Okay, that takes us back to the top.
Mm-hmm.
Vellos, you're going to take 2 more ranged attacks. However, it looks like you're against the barricade, so don't forget the additional AC that gives.
How much does it give?
And it's not going to matter right now, because that was a 14 to hit.
Yeah, no.
Okay, how's about a 10 to hit?
No.
Okay. How's about claw attacks? How does an 11 sound?
Getting better, but still no.
Ooh, 17.
That's much better, but no.
Well, I tried. Your turn.
Right. Well, it's annoying that I can't flank with these assholes. But, I guess I'm just going to attack it. Does a 16 hit it?
16 hits. I can't even check right now. 16 does hit.
Oh yay, I actually did damage this turn.
Yay!
Yay.
Woohoo!
Uh, 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And for the follow-up, if it's still up,
Yes, it is.
feck, that's a 13.
That does not hit.
Yeah, well, that's action, bonus action. Time for my temp HP. I will take a 7 over a 2.
Most people will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The longer I can keep my brittle shield skills up, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's your turn.
Yep.
All right, that takes us to Fiona.
Alright, well, I got these two spider chickens in front of me. I'm going to take my axe and try to hit one of them.
Okay. Front, north or west?
North, but that's only a 14 to hit.
All right, that does not hit.
Alright, so I'll do my backhand damage and do 2 points of slashing damage with it. And I am going to actually use a key point to take the dodge action this turn,
Okay.
just because I got two of these guys making attacks on me. And roll my temp HP.
All right.
Six points of temp HP. I'll take it. Because I'm at 10 hit points. It's like, yeah, no, I'm going to try to hit it, and I'm going to go dodge.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dory.
Okay. Dory is going to again try to shoot the spider chicken that's using. Actually, no, she's going to go against the nearer of the two that are on Fiona.
Okay, so you're gonna go to the one up north.
Yeah.
Okay.
13.
Thir-
I'm assuming a 13 doesn't hit, right?
No, it does not.
Okay. Then she's going to point at Fiona and say, "Come to me, Arcana. Heal this spirit. Heal this soul." Then she's going to cast, or she's casting Healing Word. And Fiona gets 7 hit points.
Oh, thank you.
Nice heal.
Oh, nice.
And then she's going to roll her. No, that was her bonus action. So then she's going to roll her own temp hit points. And she gets 7. Cool.
Okay.
I think that brings it to either the monsters or
brings it to
Bruno.
It brings it to Bruno.
Yep. How is everyone else that Bruno can see doing health wise? I think for the most part we're doing okay.
Vellos is unscathed. Thorn is good on health.
Yeah, Dory's down 4, but she's okay.
Due to this temp HP, Lantern's actually fine.
I don't know how well Bruno can actually see Lantern.
You can see her sometimes. This creature's kind of flailing its head up and down.
You probably can't see Fiona.
Yeah. All right, then. I will fire an arrow at the one in between Thorn and Vellos.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit.
That was complete crap.
Yeah.
And we are not rolling hot on hit rolls.
No. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, he's actually going to stow the longbow, and that's going to end his turn.
Okay.
So,
takes-
let me roll his temp HP.
While you're doing that, we'll take things to Lantern.
Okay. The thing is, though,
Oh, that's much better.
Thunderclap was not nearly as dramatic as I hoped it would be. Like, as an effect. And I'm kind of sick of this dude eating me.
It's understandable.
So I would like to try to use my action to escape the grapple. Could you remind me how I would do that?
You would roll an opposed athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay.
If that is the path, okay.
God damn it, I did not roll it correctly. I rolled it the way you would for D20. Roll 20, I mean. One moment. 17.
Well, you are able to free yourself. On the upswing, you're able to pop yourself out of its jaws and land on the barricade. You are still headless, but you are now not grappled.
That's excellent. None of my bonus action spells look useful here. No, all of these are bad for the situation. Okay,
As you said.
there isn't really anything I can do with my bonus action.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna kind of try to, you know what? I'm gonna risk the attack of opportunity to get slightly further away from these boys.
Which way are we heading?
Behind Vellos and whoever's next to Vellos.
Okay. Well, that is a 15 to hit on the attack of opportunity.
Does not hit.
Okay, so you're going to go ahead and move, like, over here.
Yeah, that's about where.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're not happy with our chew toy trying to run away, so we can go ahead and scrabble over the barrier after you. Don't forget to roll your temp HP.
Oh fuck, I will do that.
Okay. Now, how does a 21 to hit sound?
That unfortunately does sound.
That's going to be 4 damage.
Goes right out of that damage speed I just got.
And then for the next attack, that's going to be a 19 to hit.
Unfortunately, that also is a yes.
And that's going to be 3 damage.
The rest of the temp HP and some of the real ones.
Ouchies.
Okay, and then for Fiona, back to
Disadvantage
the
because I'm dodging.
Yep. That's a 14 to hit.
No.
Okay, next attack is a 8 to hit.
No.
Alright, then this one's attacking. That's a 24 to hit.
24 at disadvantage?
Yes.
Good God.
Ouch,
They
that hit.
they are rolling straight between what they're getting and your disadvantage. They are rolling straight. So that's going to be 3 damage.
Okay. Oh, wait, they would have been attacking at advantage then?
Yes. That previous round
How?
was at pack tactics.
Oh.
I said they seem to be coordinating well, fighting next to each other.
Oh,
Oh.
dear.
Okay,
And that's going to be a 13 to hit.
13 does not hit. I am glad I took the dodge action. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, that's going to take things to Thorn.
Right, well, Thorn's gonna try to finish off the one in front of him so we can help Fiona.
Okay. Then at the top of the initiative, let's go ahead and take a break.
Okay. Shiba shiba.
Bujiba,
Shiba shiba.
bujiba,
I think it's dead.
bujiba.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah. Okay. If you take the straight 10, that's a 20. So, you see the glaive come down, and you didn't think you could do this with a glaive, but you can do a lot of things when you're angry enough, and this thing just got bisected long ways.
Thorn did not like
Oh.
this creature.
Yay,
Huh.
Thorn.
Oh, Vellos is both impressed and now caked in spider chicken gore.
Indeed.
Alright, now what's Thorn doing with his movement?
He's going to go back up Fiona.
Okay. Just kind of Doomslayer his way through the wall here.
Pretty much. His
Right.
punchy friend is in trouble. They must die.
It is a honed and focused rage in those eyes.
Yup.
And with that, we're at the top of the initiative. Let's go ahead and take a break. I'll see you all in 10.
I am going to
Alright.
reheat my sandwich.
Yes.
I will be back.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I return with crunchy snack.
Yay, crunchy snack.
Yay, snack of crunch.
Yay.
Yeah.
I ordered pizza, so I may be having to get up at some point middle of session.
Okay.
I just got
guess I might
cinnamon
be.
toast crunch in a bag, in a fucking Ziploc bag, like a lunatic, personally. But you do you.
Okay.
Bruno, we can hear whatever you're listening to.
I know, I just got over. Okay. Apparently I...
Yeah.
and, I just got back down. Mom, or, Dory's finishing making her dinner and down as well.
Okay. moment now.
Anyway,
Okay.
Doo-doo-doo.
Boop-a-doo. All right, we're all back. We're all alive for now.
Yep.
We're all standing, kicking, and screaming.
For
so
now.
far.
Debatably.
All right,
No, I'm
okay,
sitting, kicking and screaming, personally.
Fair enough.
My mic.
All right, fellas, time for the initiative. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, how's a 12 or a 13 sound?
No.
Okay, how's about an 11?
No.
Okay, now for the melee attacks
What melee attacks?
on Vellos. Oh right,
But the
yeah,
one
it's
he's
dead.
fighting
I
is
forgot
dead.
I forgot to take it off.
Yeah, there's only the one.
I was like, but
I'm
it's not
looking-
that one's turn yet.
It's dead, right? Okay, Fiona,
It's
your
worse
turn.
than that. He's dead, Jim.
Wait, what about Vellos?
Oh,
Vellos isn't
solid
dead.
start back to the break here. Vellos, your turn.
Right. Vellos doesn't take kindly to his kobold chef being accosted like this, right in front of him.
She's an
It's
excellent
pretty rude.
boy.
He's going to turn around and try to maul this thing. Because how dare it?
Fair enough.
That's a miss. With a 9.
Yes, it is.
Well, it's better with a 15, but I
Also
think that
misses.
still misses. Oh
Fact,
god,
still misses.
I just can't seem to slice and dice these things.
Nope.
That's all she wrote. Might
Okay.
as well do temp HP to see if I get something better.
Now it's Fiona's turn.
And I did. I got
All
one better.
right. Well, she's going to attack this one that's north of her again.
Okay.
She's going to swing at it with her hand axe first. That is a 27 to
That'll
hit. Excellent. I would hope so.
So would I.
Nice.
All right. That is 1d6 plus 4. Slashing damage. That is 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And since Thorn is here now, she's feeling a bit braver, especially since she got a little bit of healing going on. And she's going to go ahead and use a key point to make 2 bonus attack actions on this guy with
Flurry
her
of
fist.
blows.
Yes. Flurry of blows.
Punch away.
So the first punch is only a 13 to hit.
Does not hit.
And the second is only
Also
a
does not
15.
hit.
Damn it! Stupid high AC goddamn spiders.
As your fists are kind of swiped away with its only sharp claws.
Grrr.
It's like it's playing patty cake with you.
This dangerous game of patty cake.
Right? Alright. Well, she doesn't want to take any opportunity attack, so she'll stay here for now. And I'm going to roll my hit dice. Not hit dice, but temp HP dice.
And that's going to take things to Dory.
Ooh, 7. I'll take it. Dory is muted.
Sorry. She's
There you
going
go.
to attack the guy on the west that's attacking
So
Fiona.
this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she rolled an 18.
That'll hit.
Excellent. And she
Nice.
does 9 piercing damage.
Okay, solid hit there.
And then
And then
she's going to point at Fiona and go, "You are a hero!" And you get a bardic inspiration die.
Ooh, that's a 1d6, yes?
I think so, yes.
Yes. It's a 1d6 to any d20 roll.
Yep.
Excellent.
Okay. Movement or anything?
No, she's going to stay where she is.
Go ahead and roll your temp HP while we take things to Bruno.
Actually, she's just going to keep what she's already got. She doesn't.
Okay. Go ahead and not roll your temp HP.
Bruno is going to further enter the room.
Okay.
Equip his shield
Okay.
and take out his mace.
Alright, that's going to be your action.
Mm.
I thought equipping the shield is an action. And equipping taking out a weapon or stowing it is a lesser thing that you could do once along with an action.
Yes. I was going to say the weapon and shield was going to be your action, but
Yeah,
either way.
I know, it's
Yes.
yeah. Yeah, no, that's the whole reason I stowed the bow. And I will Is there one next to Vellos or okay. Bruno will move so that there's one space in between him and it.
Hang on a second. That's not important. Okay, so there's this tile right here and there's a tile right here and here.
Um,
Other than that,
the
there's the cover.
one that so he'd move so that he'd move, I think it's 10 feet north from where he's currently standing,
10,
along the wall.
15, okay, so right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That way he's not actually in melee with it until his next turn.
Got it. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta answer this.
Yep.
Nope. Oh yes, I'm sorry. I forgot to leave the gate code, didn't I? I'm sorry about that. That's going to be a pound 2416. All right, and again, I'm sorry about that. Yep. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so that was your everything. That takes it to Lantern.
Yes.
Okay, Lantern, you're up.
So, I don't like the one that tried to eat me. It's not my friend. It's not invited to my birthday party.
Well, that's just rude.
Yeah.
So I'm checking a spell description real quick.
All right, which spell are we looking at?
We're looking at Ice Knife because I want to be able to cast it, but also not explode ice into mine or Vellos' face.
You can cast it on an empty space, if that's what you're asking.
I think that is what I would like to do. I think I would like to cast that on the empty space that would not be within 5 feet. Yeah, that one there.
Okay. You go ahead and explode the ice knife right here. What's the saving throw on that again?
I make a ranged spell attack, which I think is...
You don't need... I'm talking about the AoE blast.
Oh, got it. The dexterity saving throw...
Okay.
2d6 damage.
Well, that's a 20 on the save. So it's going to take half that. So Go ahead and roll damage. Don't worry about rolling a ranged attack since you're just grenading an empty spot. Okay, it's
That
got
was 2 points of damage.
damage on that. And bonus action.
Is anyone looking particularly injured? Oh, I can't do that. Never mind. That's a leveled spell. No. I'm good. That's my turn.
That's going to take it to the critters. Take it to our friends here. The good boys that they are. We can go ahead and start with a...
You can roll more temp HP.
What was that?
I can roll more temp HP.
Yes, you can. Whilst I roll for a melee attack on the chew toy. Jeez, okay. How does a 14 sound to hit?
It does not sound like it hits.
Okay. Oh, that is probably...
Damn,
nice.
that's a lot of temp HP.
That's max temp HP right now.
That is also a 10 to hit. I'll be right back.
10 doesn't hit either.
Got it.
I think
Shocking, I
pizza arrived. Now, here's hoping Thorn distracts some of them. Some of the attacks.
Okay. Next thing is going to be on... yeah, Thorn's more scary. Next attack's going to be towards Thorn.
The Ragey Boy.
That is going to be a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, he's going to take 4 damage. That's halved 4 damage. And
Okay,
then
down to 4 temp HP.
the next attack on him is going to be a 10 to hit.
That actually won't hit him.
Okay. Then we got 2 attacks towards Fiona. At a 16 to hit.
16 does not hit.
Okay. And then the next one is going to be a 25 to hit.
That will hit.
I rolled 2 19s there.
Oof.
And that's going to be
Yikes.
6 damage.
6 damage? Okay.
Yes. Okay. And then that takes things over to Thorn.
Who is even angrier and is going to try to bisect another spider chicken.
Okay. Go ahead and swing for death.
Swing for death!
Yeah, that'll hit.
Not quite as absurd, but still ouch. And he's just going to take the 10.
Okay. So it's going to be a...
And that will be his turn, I think.
Okay.
Oh, right, temp HP.
Yep. Go and roll temp HP, but we take it back at the top with our last dude here, who is going to. Look, we're just hyper focused on Vellos right now. He is spikes all over Vellos.
He just really wants to shoot the
12.
dragon.
To be fair, Vellos is very impressive and also cool.
Vellos' shield is just studded with spikes at this point. He's like, can you fucking not?
Physically incapable out of 14.
More spikes in the shield.
At this point, you're wondering if this guy is going to run out of spikes.
How many does it have?
Well, it works at the spike factory. Also, it's your turn.
Alright, he's He's just gonna try to murder the thing,
Sounds reasonable.
attacking his kobold friend.
Commence mutilation.
Oh,
Go
shit.
ahead and roll me a straight 20.
9.
You biff. That is
Well, that could have been a lot worse.
Yes.
Thanks. They're just getting they're just getting lower and lower.
Oh dear. Okay.
It's like the crossbow incidents all over again.
So
Oh,
you're now
no.
starting to wonder if it's actually your hands, not the crossbow. That's the arcane device you cannot comprehend. I'm gonna go ahead and take things over to Fiona.
All right. Well, there's this very damaged spider chicken in front of me, and Fiona's going to try to hit it with her axe because that worked out well last time. That is not working out well.
Go ahead and roll me
A 3.
a miss.
Okay. Well, I did hit it last round, so I do get to
did.
do the 1d4.
You do.
That's 1 point of damage.
It's still up.
I'm just gonna bonus attack punch it at this point. Not
Understandable.
flurry of blows, but
That
that's
does not
a
hit.
12!
At least it's not a 1.
No! Ah! Alright, that's my turn!
Oh, don't forget your temp HP if you need it.
Oh, I should totally roll that. I only have 1 left.
We move to Dory.
Dory is going to again take the the spider chicken attacking Fiona to the west,
Ooh, Max.
not the one Fiona's been beating up. 15?
15 does not hit.
Okay. Then she's going to point at Thorn. Go, you are a hero! And he gets a bardic inspiration die.
Okay.
Right, I had those. I had
Thorn's the
that.
only one who hasn't had trouble hitting these things. And that's because he's reckless attacking. And raging.
Well, just
I'll
in
remember
case.
that for next round.
And that's Dory's
Hey,
turn.
that's gonna take things to Bruno.
Bruno is going to take the last step to attack the one that Vellos is
Okay.
dealing with, and will. Let's see. Yeah, he will. Hold on. Yeah, he will slam his. Actually, no, he won't slam his mace into it. He'll use inflict wounds. Because I'm pretty sure I have that.
No, you do not have inflict wounds. That is a necrotic spell.
Oh yeah, sorry. I've been doing other things. Okay, so I will slam my mason. All right, let me just.
Unless you've had a sudden jarring change of faith.
No.
Let's see that
All
attack
of
roll.
us questioning you.
That
Yeah.
actually hits.
Cool.
Yay!
Roll damage.
Huh.
Excuse me.
Crap.
Alright, with a solid crack across its head, it falls over limply.
Well, that works, I guess.
Yep.
That
Double
one
check
was
what spells I have.
significantly damaged.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
Hey, kid.
Lantern.
That's me.
Your turn.
The one that was attacking me is dead now, and I'm pretty happy about that. So I'm going to go a little bit in front.
How far in front?
You know what? Let's stand on the barrier.
All right, so 15 feet of movement.
Yeah, let's do that. And Lantern has not actually used her sling yet, so we're going to try to hit with a sling.
Okay, what are we aiming at?
Let's go for the spider chicken on the furthest end. Furthest one away from me.
This one?
That's the one.
Okay. That does
No.
not hit.
A ball bearing smacks loudly into the wall with a metallic clunk. Is anybody looking injured? Like in my boys? My friends here?
I think the only one who's even really injured at all is Fiona.
How many HP are you missing?
I am missing 7.
Let's go ahead and, in a clear imitation of Dory's voice, Lantern snaps her fingers and says, and here is a boon! Please get well soon! And now I'm going to roll that.
I'll take it.
You now are only missing 2 HP.
Yay!
Yay.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right.
I think that now puts me even with Thorn, who is also only missing
Okay, so we're gonna
little bits of HP.
throw some attacks at Thorn. We are going to go ahead and roll a 20 on its own. Okay, so that is... Oh, what is that? That's a 13 on the die. Okay, that's going to be... That attack is going to be directed towards Fiona instead.
Hey!
At, oh dear, 19 to hit
That hits.
for 3 damage.
Okay.
And then the next attack directed at Thorn for a 11 to, or sorry, yes, no, an 11 to hit.
Somehow, no.
Well, I'm trying here. I'm trying. And we got 2 attacks towards Fiona. 16.
No.
You are attacking with advantage. Come on. Hey, not 20.
Was that what?
That was a 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
It's a 1. That's another 4 damage. Or
Yay,
5
I still have
damage.
5 damage?
Aren't you glad you got some HP back?
I did not get through my temp HP. I rolled max last round.
Oh, well then.
But I am happy that I got health back. Trust me.
You'll take it. You'll take it.
Right? It means that if I roll low on temp HP, I can afford to take a hit.
1 and a 2 on the attack dice. Okay. Yeah, it takes the Thorn's turn.
Well, we're not thinking, we're just killing, so
That's what barbarians do.
Yep.
Swing, bada bada. He's getting off rolls even with advantage on his reckless.
I mean, that's an 18 on the
That'll
die.
hit. Are we rolling damage or just taking the 10?
We're just taking the 10.
Alright, he's out either way.
We're just gonna kill it and move up
Yep.
to the other one.
A 4th round of raging. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take it to the top. With our buddy here who is
Is he smart enough to notice the elk in the room?
Oh, he notices the elk in the room. Is he smart enough to do anything about it? Yeah. Yep, he is.
Oh,
We're gonna do
did
range attacks on the
um,
elk. That is not a D4. I have to reroll that.
No, he gets advantage because I'm reckless. He's reckless attacking.
does Thorn roll his temp HP?
Yeah, go ahead and roll that if you need to.
Might as well. He's got 7.
But also that is a why did I do that?
Max.
Whatever.
Nice.
That's a 15 to hit.
That's just barely over his AC. But that
Okay.
hits.
He's gonna go ahead and take. He's gonna take 5 damage from that. And then the next attack is another 20. Wow. I need to check this die. Hang on. 20. 8. 1. Okay, so we're not. So what I'm basically getting told here is I need to buy a lotto ticket. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't buy a lotto ticket because I rolled 2 1s. That's going to be 4 damage on the nat 20.
Oh,
Oh.
that hurts.
Wow.
You're
But
being
it's
followed by a
halved.
very specific ghost today.
I am, but that's halved to 2 damage because he's raging.
He still has
Oh.
temp HP. He still has 2 temp HP.
Vellos, it's your turn.
Well, that was something to see. Does Vellos have enough clearance to just fly over the barricade?
No.
Shit.
You're
Well,
too tall.
Had to ask.
Even if Lantern was capable of flying, I would say no.
She would try, though.
That's the problem.
He's gonna move towards the last 2 spider
Okay,
chickens.
so what's your movement speed?
30.
10, 15, 20, 25.
Oh, yay. One of them's injured, but the other one has been shooting quill or spikes at him.
Yes.
We kind of hate the one with shooting spikes at him.
Understandable. But also he works at the spike factory, so. Roll
I don't
away.
recall asking.
Yeah,
Oh, hey,
hit.
dirty 20 for once.
That'll hit.
For 5 damage.
Okay. And then on the backswing, because I know you're going to do it.
Yep.
That'll also hit. Seems
Oh.
like you finally figured out how to operate those claws.
Yeah,
For
same
now.
roll, just with higher proficiency die.
Maybe you figure out how to operate those claws. Okay.
Yeah, some damage is better than
HP.
nothing. Does he? He's good, honestly.
Okay, go ahead and take it to Fiona.
Right, Fiona is going to move to flank even though it doesn't do anything. It's an unconscious reaction on her part.
Okay.
And she's going to go ahead and swing at him with her axe. I am
hit.
going to add the proficiency dice to that. Huh?
Any inspiration?
Yes. 16.
That still doesn't hit.
Damn it!
No.
Oh well. This is a new target, so I can do the 1d4.
Okay.
1 point of damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to punch it. Fuck! 14 doesn't hit either.
No, it does not.
No. Okay. There's my turn.
Okay. It's,
it.
if you need the temp HP, roll it as we take it to Bruno.
Yep.
Dory
Don't
goes.
you mean
first.
Dory?
Okay, Dory's going to go after the guy in the north with her
Okay.
crossbow.
So this dude.
Yep,
Fuck, it's
and
better
it
than
looks like
one.
she misses
Yep.
with the 13. So that's it.
Okay. Now take it to Bruno.
I'm rolling low on everything today.
Yeah. Bruno is going to go to the top of the barricade to the north of
5,
Lantern.
15, 20.
And I couldn't put this where I want to because Fiona's in the wrong spot. But I'm going to drop a moonbeam so that it hits the, I think that copper thing that's next to, yeah. That is one of the spiders, right? One
Yes.
of the spider chickens. Okay. He's going to drop a moonbeam so that it hits that, but no one else.
Okay.
It's a 5-foot cylinder.
Okay. What's the save on that?
That is I think it's a con save.
Okay. Anything particular about it on a fail? As I roll a dirty 20. So.
So it'll take half damage.
Yeah.
It only has
Yeah,
extra
yeah.
effects on shape changers, it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like it's a concentration spell as well.
All right. Go ahead and roll
So it'll
damage.
still be there. So so that's 1d10. Sorry, could be this one. Words. I forgot to put that in. Oh well. Oh wait, no, I still roll the 2d10.
Yes.
2d10. Moonbeam. Radiant.
Okay. So it's gonna be 7
There,
damage.
7 damage.
Okay.
And if anyone walks into that, they need. Let's see. Enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. They need to make a con saving throw.
Okay. All right. And that's your turn.
5 foot. Yeah, and it is a 5-foot cylinder. So
Yep. So that's going to go ahead and take things over to my turn.
Yes. All of the things that I have that are ranged options pretty much would end up hurting somebody else.
Understandable.
Except the sling.
Okay.
So I'm going to reposition across on the other side of the barrier maybe to get a little bit closer to the, like walking along the barrier closer to the spider chicken for a better vantage point.
I mean, you've got a fairly solid. Or are you talking about this one?
Yeah.
I mean, you can hit both from where you're standing fairly easily.
Fair enough. I'll hit that. You know what? I'll hit the one right behind Vellos, or at least I will try to.
So this one,
Yes.
the one with the wings.
And the moonbeam.
yeah, the one that's in part of it.
I don't think a 15 hits, though.
It does not.
Unfortunate. As nobody else has really taken any damage, I do not think I have a bonus action.
Okay.
I am going to roll more temp HP.
Take it to our friend here.
Wait a minute, I still have max temp HP. I will not be doing that.
Okay. Takes it to our friend here, who's going to go ahead and we're gonna attack big and we're gonna throw one attack at big and angry for a dirty 20 to hit
That hits Thorn.
for 6 damage,
Mm.
and then we're gonna do one attack on Fiona.
Is the 6 halved? Or...
Yes, it is that. Half the 6 damage, so 3 damage.
I'm just happy they don't have advantage anymore, because
Well,
the other one's dead.
It tries to kick you, but that's a 10 to hit.
Oh, yeah, no. It goes over my head.
Yep. Okay, that's its turn. Thorn's turn.
Alright, depth.
Roll to hit.
Wow, he's surprisingly...
Does not hit.
I'm
He is
actually
finally
surprised he missed.
Now the mighty have fallen.
That's kind of impressive.
Okay.
Well, he gets temp HP again now.
Yep.
So...
And this thing is going to make its con save. As we take it from the top. That is a 17 con save. Bruno?
17 on the con. That is a success.
Okay.
So it still takes the 2d10 radiant for 13.
It's going to be 6 rounded down.
Yep.
Okay, it is just still up. It's going to move over this side. It's going to get pack. It's going to get pack tactic bonus and attack Vellos. Hey Vellos, how does a 18 to hit sound?
No.
Fine, be that way. How's about a... Aha! How's about a...
A what?
How does a 24 sound to hit?
Huh. Let me check something. That would hit, but just because I'm feeling petty, Vellos is going to use shield.
You're going to reaction shield.
Yes, to bring
Okay.
to bring his AC up to 26.
Okay, I see how it is.
It's almost like some people don't want to be hit by spider chickens.
Vellos,
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Alright, that doesn't even use a spell slot, because I can use, like, my racial ability at first.
Oh, jeez. I love it.
Yeah.
just take your turn. Stop bullying the thing that's been bullying you and take your turn.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits. Are you hitting this thing?
Yeah, the one that's pelting him with spikes.
Don't even bother rolling damage, it's out.
Yay! Now I can try to kill the other one.
Okay,
Please!
that misses.
I failed.
Damn it! This thing is so slippy!
That brings it to Fiona.
I'm sorry, Dice, but that thing was pelting me the whole time. I felt like being petty.
Well, there's only one option left.
Fiona, go ahead
It's
and
a
roll.
21 to hit it.
Hang on. Go ahead and roll another d20. Its strange movements have ceased with the other one dying.
Oh. Okay then.
Okay,
That's
21 hits.
14. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Huh. That's interesting.
That's misspelling slashing. Okay. 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And now she's going to try to punch it, except I get advantage now.
Yes. You're not sure what happened, but now you're properly able to get your flanking advantage in.
Drop lowest one.
That misses, unfortunately.
I hit enter too fast.
Alright, just to keep up with the tradition, I'm going to accidentally say it's Bruno's turn, but it's actually Dory's turn.
And she's going to try to crossbow hit it. Oh, jeez. Hang on.
Oh,
Oh
no.
God, not another one, Dory.
A 10.
10.
That's like 3 nat 1s this session.
I think it's actually been like 5.
Go ahead and roll an attack roll on Vellos.
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, Vellos.
Well, you gotta beat a 26, so just don't. I'm going
No.
to
Don't do that.
15.
Out.
Suddenly
15.
hoping for a crit.
Yeah, I shut up before I said, just don't roll a 20.
Dory pouts that it went so bad.
Unfortunately, you're realizing how hard it is to shoot around somebody with massive wings,
Yeah.
and you just kind of ping his armor instead.
Yeah, watch
Sorry,
it!
Vellos.
Alright, that takes things to Bruno.
I have enough spikes in me from these things!
Bruno, wishing that Fiona had moved to flank with Vellos instead of Thorn, is going to hop down, break concentration,
5,
and he's going to get in line with the spider
10, 15, 20.
and Sacred Flame it,
Okay. And
which is a dex save.
Well, she wasn't expecting to actually
Well,
get the
that
flanking
is-
advantage.
that is a 9.
Ooh. So he takes the 1d8.
Yes, he actually gets hit by Sacred Flame.
Woohoo!
And yes, I'm aware that these guys are good with dex. Well, I'm assuming they're good with dex, but could have been worse. 5 radiant.
Yeah, it could have been worse. That is enough to take it out.
Cool.
Yay.
Okay. In the aftermath, Thorn stops raging.
Seems like the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Hey. So, within the room around you, there are several things, including what you can see is an overturned cabinet with the doors shut that was being used as part of the barricade that didn't really work out too well.
It slowed us down a little bit.
I will say underneath one of the creatures, you can see a soft red glow.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well, now that's piqued Vellos' curiosity.
Interesting.
Dory climbs over the barricade and helps. search.
Fiona's gonna let one of the tall people move the creatures.
Now, Dory
Yeah,
will come
nope.
over and move the one with the red glow under it.
Underneath it is a hammer. It looks like a for the size and heft, functionally it can be used as a mace. But it is a hammer.
Huh.
All right.
Cool.
Fiona's gonna open that cabinet.
The cabinet door is going to be
That's-
locked when you try to open
Aha!
Ah,
Knock
Aha.
3 times on the cabinet to open it.
What?
And Dory will
He
cast
casts
knock.
knock.
And apparently you're all too damn young to know the song.
Oh, I know Tony Orlando.
Oh, okay.
My number one artist, according to Spotify for 2024, is The Ventures. You're not going to out old music me.
So
Okay.
you're allowed click as what's range on knock? I need to check what knock.
I mean, I would have gone up to it. What's the range on it? Hang on.
I know, but there's
Hey,
like
I
a
would have
number
gone
of
up.
effects that knock has tied to it.
60 feet actually, so I wouldn't have to go all the way up to it. It if it's held shut by a mundane lock or that is stuck or barred, it becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred. If it has multiple locks, only one is unlocked.
Okay, that is
If it's an arcane lock, that spell is suppressed for 10 minutes, and you can hear a loud knock that's audible from as far away as 300 feet.
okay. That's all. That's the big thing I want to know is if it had a range on actually unlocking things and the distance it was heard.
Who is it?
Huh.
Yeah, there's a loud singular knock emanating from Dory as the latch on the cabinet is undone.
Well, that's an
She's
interesting
been wanting
spell.
to use that spell.
oh, that's useful.
Mm-hmm.
I figured none of us were thieves, so this was useful.
Vellos, as you stand there thinking back to the lockpicks you made.
Well, yeah, they're there too, but you know, you never know.
That just has a pouting expression on its face.
Hey, one of these days we're gonna need to unlock something while Dory's over unlocking something else. It'll be fine.
Or we're going to need to unlock something and not make a racket while doing so.
Look, give me those lockpicks. I'll practice with them, all right? I'm sure we can
Okay.
find something I can practice with while we're traveling places.
Dory hands over the lockpicks or the thieves' tools to Fiona.
Okay, so in the cabinet are a few items. There is a polished bronze hand mirror and 2 small ivory brushes on one of the shelves.
Polished hand mirror.
Specifically a bronze hand mirror.
Bronze hand mirror.
Yep.
And
You
ivory
find a-
brushes.
Yes, you find a note tacked onto the back of the hand mirror, but you cannot make out what it says. It's a
Should
very
keep it anyway.
squarish script.
Okay.
On another shelf, you see toppled over display stands, those little triangular display pieces,
Yeah.
basically 3 sticks together. You see a few of those toppled over and a number of cut and polished gems scattered about.
Ooh, gems.
Specifically, these are full-on gems, not just gemstones. You see 2 sapphires, a ruby, and a topaz.
Oh, nice.
They're already cut and polished.
Ooh, those
You know what is
sticks are
very
heavy.
exciting about the shiny things we just found?
What?
Do you
What?
know what is very exciting about them to Eye Lantern at least?
What?
Our fee for this dungeon is his dead spider chicken.
That's true. It means all of this is
Oh.
ours.
That's right. We don't have to give up 25% of it.
That is
Nice.
something I find particularly exciting about this, Gems.
Yeah, and we actually have 2 spider chickens because I managed to punch one to death outside. And it's also still in relatively good condition.
We should just pick the ones that are in best condition and take them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, we're going to want one of the winged ones.
definitely.
Yeah.
You know, one of the regular
wing-
ones and one of the winged ones.
Yeah. And that
How do the 2
Ham-
winged ones in here look?
Well, one of them went under rapid unscheduled bisection.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going.
And there is a bit of a stink cone from that one. It is not pleasant. The other one has been clawed and spellburnt. You're not sure what the interior looks like, but the exterior is looking rough.
Well, I mean, it won't be perfect.
Was
But
the
at
one
least
on? Well, was the one that we killed up top? Was that one of the winged ones?
Mm-hmm.
I-
Yes.
Okay.
I remember.
maybe
I don't
that
remember
one's
how
better.
that one was killed or not.
I can head up and check, and if
I
it's
think
still in
it's
reasonable
head
condition,
got-
I
think its head got taken off, but that's about it.
Well, we can always, just give him the 2 pieces.
does gentle repose still work if it's
Yes, but you'll have to make your decision between the body or the head. Gentle repose does specifically state it can be used on body parts.
Well, we
So
do
either we
have
try to
people
sew a
who
spider
cast
chicken
it,
head
so-
back on and see if with the head sewn back on it you can use gentle repose.
No, I'm
Or
saying
we just take-
it does say it can be used on individual body parts.
I would just need to use 2 gentle reposes.
And
I'll have
we
to re-listen
do
to the
have
video.
the option of me doing a 3rd gentle repose, so that won't, because I do have it prepared.
Well, we do have one of the regular ones, mostly undamaged.
It's already been gentle reposed.
It's
And
already
I
been gentle
believe is
reposed.
in or near our caravan.
Yeah.
No, okay. Couldn't remember.
And-
So we're really just looking for the winged one because we want to
Okay.
give him both kinds because he's a scientist. He seems like he'll appreciate that.
All right. So, do we want the one in? Do we want the beheaded one or this one?
We will have to figure that out.
I think the beheaded one is in better shape.
Probably.
All right. I will go up and take care of that. I need to identify this hammer as well, so I can.
Mhm.
All right. Well, we took care of the 5 that kind of knew we were here.
Yep. Can you just list off what gems we found again?
2 sapphires, a ruby, and a topaz.
Thank you.
Is there anything else in this room?
Nothing of particular interest.
Okay.
It looks like any shelves that may have held any sort of personal effects, if dungeon monsters have personal effects, have all been used to build this barricade.
Okay. Okay, so we just have that one officey room.
Well, you've also got a room over here.
Oh, that's what I meant, that officey room.
Well, no, this is a different room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We
You have a
probably
different
ought to
room.
check and make sure there's nothing else remaining in this dungeon.
We should wait till Vellos comes back from bringing the other spider chicken outside first.
Okay.
I will say that
Yep.
other spider chicken was killed near your wagon, and that's going to be like a solid minute or 2 to go back and forth from if you do want to head out and check.
Might as well take care of that before it rots
Okay.
further.
Okay.
Preserve it in as best condition as we can at this point.
Yep. No, I get it.
Granted, it's probably only been like a few minutes,
Yes.
all told, since it died.
That's
So,
been-
Yeah, maybe as much as an hour. I mean, that's not
and
for our purposes. That will be sufficient.
It probably didn't take that long between
At most,
Explore.
I would say it's been about 10 minutes.
Okay.
yeah, it's probably still in pretty good condition, but best to lock it in just to be safe.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
So you're gonna go ahead and take care of that. While he's gone, what are you guys doing?
Digging through looking for loot.
Aside from what I've listed, there's not much else really found around here.
In that case, laboriously climbing back over the barricade.
Okay.
Yep.
So
It doesn't look like there is anything down here that they were defending, right? It just looks like they were sort of using the area as fortification.
It looks like if you had to give it a guess, you'd call it a last stand sort of deal.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of defending themselves.
Unsuccessfully. Yay.
Indeed.
They weren't as good at defending themselves as we were at attacking them.
Yeah.
Not quite.
You think
Granted, you gotta look sadly at her fists. I wasn't that good at attacking them. I'm very angry with myself.
You think Thorn would make a comment about them doing a good job surprising Lantern at least?
Probably.
Sounds about right for him.
They definitely surprised me. I did not know they were over until they were eating me. It was kind of exciting, but also very scary.
Well, I'm
we're all
glad I was
glad
able to
you didn't
distract
get-
2 of them from you.
Please try to be more careful in the future, Lantern.
She considers this and says, after a moment of consideration, with completely normal levels of cheer, I don't think being careful would have helped at all there.
Okay. This is Vellos' problem.
Yoink. Look at the kobold. Okay, so you got this room over here. You remember there was another pathway in the east in the opposite direction from the stairwell. Where do you want to go first? Or next, I
Well,
should say.
let's check
let's
the
go
little
to the
room
little
that's
room.
nearby.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this room is actually a fairly large room. As you enter it, it is a dreadful sight. Yeah. Whoops. Wrong notes. So, from what you can tell, this room was probably a mess hall at one point, and now is really living up to its name.
Now it's a messed up hall.
Dining tables are overturned, wood stoves and ripped apart, cutlery destroyed, and cabinets knocked about. And yet, worst of all, is someone had the audacity to leave a cast iron pan sitting in a full wash basin. To the south of you are 2 additional doors, one in the western corner and the other in the eastern corner.
Oh man, Lantern she is honing in on kitchen.
Dory's going to check the western door.
Okay, so
Fiona will go with them both and kind of stand in between the 2 doors.
hang on.
Right.
Lantern, what were you doing first?
Looking for kitchen. I will.
You are. So I'm going to say right now, first of all, that cast iron pan, it's dead.
Oh no, it's that's definitely Lantern's going to pull up the handle and go, look, it's rust.
Oh dear.
But there might be something salvageable if I try hard and believe in myself.
You see little bite marks around the handle, intending that. You get the feeling there may have been some intent in placing that in the water.
Carefully, in case she might be missing something big, world-changing, or revolutionary, Lantern experimentally and gently bites the handle.
It is solid iron, and you are not missing anything.
Well, I do not have anemia, so this does not seem necessary for me.
No, but you feel like maybe one of the monsters may have put it in there just as some form of spite? You don't know.
I don't think it would occur to Lantern that... How do I put this? it would be more likely for Lantern to assume that they were making rust soup and it spilled than that the monsters were planning anything spiteful or not.
To be fair, I don't think anybody would expect these things to have an understanding of spitefulness.
Like, the idea that these things knew enough about the proper caretaking and custodial techniques of cast iron cookware somewhat strains Lantern's credulity anyway.
That's fair. That is fair.
She does spend a good several minutes rummaging for anything that might be remotely useful.
You don't really find anything. This place is an absolute mess. So,
This fork has 3 tines left, but one of them's bent.
Yep. Alright, so the western room. Who all was checking that out? Dory and...
After the kitchen is disappointing.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, if Lantern doesn't spend long in the kitchen, she'd follow after Dory.
Okay. So, as you open the western door, you are met with a dreadful sight as an unnatural chill rolls out of the room. The inside is a sight of utter savagery. Sacks that once contained grain, potatoes, and other goods are torn open with just the simple scraps laying around. Meat hooks that hung off the walls and ceiling have just the barest tattered remains of sausage-laying sand. And other food and other meats just barely hanging on. However, in the middle of the room, you see, floating aloft in the middle of a magic circle, is a fist-sized sapphire that seems to be the emanating source of the cold in this room.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Lantern is immediately distracted by the sausages and wants to run around seeing if she can identify the spices they have in them.
There is not enough left to try and identify anything.
Fair.
You get the feeling your friends here that you just beat up in the previous room just ripped things off the walls to eat and then left.
It's a dang shame, because, if there were ones left, she could try to recreate the dungeon recipe and potentially sell dungeon hot dogs outside of, an auction house and make a bank.
Would I be able to tell if touching this sapphire would do anything negative?
You want to, check the magic circle kind of thing?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
All right.
Oh, wow.
22.
From what you can tell of the ruins on the ground and similar things you've seen in your few actual studies in the monastery, the arcane runes, while you're not sure what they are exactly, you deduce that they are largely utilitarian.
Okay.
Fiona, you feel a tug on your sleeve around the time that Dory, you feel a much, waist-level shirt tug due to the height difference. And Lantern says, "Excuse me, could you please take a picture of this thing before we do anything with it? Because it seems like this is a magic room that keeps stuff cold, and there are so many ideas I have about that I would really like it if I could have a picture."
That is a really, really excellent idea.
Mhm.
And Dory will go, taking pictures is making memories, and do her stagecraft photograph.
Okay.
She will also say, though, that runes and stuff are not going to come out clear enough for us to read it this way. But,
No, but I might be able to see what the setup and the circle looks like and consult a magic person who might recognize it.
Well, I know enough to know that these are mostly utilitarian.
That would make
Well,
sense, because I think this is to keep this room cold so you can you could make food out of cold. Like you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
take milk and put it in cold, and then it becomes something else.
All right.
Well,
so do we?
also-
That cold in here.
No, but Lantern knows the concept.
But it also stores food, so it lasts longer. And
Exactly.
Dory will also take out an extra sheet of paper, and she's going to try to draw the circle and the runes around it.
Okay.
All right. Fiona will wait for her to finish copying the runes and the circle
Okay.
before she pokes the sapphire.
Lantern thanks Dory for the photograph of the magic circle and secrets it away
Okay.
in her things.
Dory, go ahead and give me an Arcana check while you try to copy the runes down. It'll take about a minute. So,
Okay.
Vellos might actually be back in time.
probably.
An 8.
It's a very rough copy.
Yeah.
Vellos comes back to Lantern peering at a piece of paper and muttering about lost sausage recipes.
Vellos would probably first come back to Thorn waiting for him in the kitchen, or in the mess hall itself, where Vellos can then see the horror of a cast iron pan left in a wash basin.
Oh, that is just a waste
There
of
are
good
bite
iron.
marks on the handle.
All right.
hell did
Nothing
this
in the
thing-
runes denoted that it'd be dangerous if I removed the sapphire, right?
As far as you can tell.
Okay.
As you
Fiona will confidently, gently grab the sapphire.
The
Like, take it
sapphire
with them.
is incredibly cold to touch, and as you remove it from its position, it slowly begins to warm up as whatever magic it was emitting seems to go inert.
Okay.
See, it's a magic to make a room cold so you can make the milk with the ice. I'm not making it up. I read all about it. It's apparently really delicious.
You didn't read about it, you probably actually experienced it during the festival.
Oh. You know what? I guess in a world with this much magic, ice cream would be relatively common. So in that case, she does not actually know what it is called, but describes it excitedly. And anyone else who has had ice cream knows exactly what she means.
I think if Vellos arrives back in time for this excited explanation, he's going to give Lantern the most incredulous look. Like, that can't be a real thing. What?
It is! You take milk and you put all of the stuff in it that tastes delicious with milk, like strawberries are a great example, or caramel, and then you make the milk really, really cold, and you whip it, and it kind of goes solid, but not quite, and you eat it like pudding if pudding was very cold.
All of you standing here realizing Vellos has never had ice cream.
Oh my god, you
Oh,
poor
good
soul.
God.
Well, we obviously
What?
have a new quest.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Destroy over the spider chickens. We have to find ice cream for Vellos.
At the
Indeed.
festival, they had it in bowls you could eat because the bowls were made out of cookie stuff.
This is my first time venturing more than like a day's travel from the lair.
Well,
Me too!
now you know one of the quests you have to go on. Ice cream.
Yes.
What the
Trust
Trust
it's
us.
Good.
You will enjoy it.
Congratulations, you've confused Vellos.
You will
Anyways.
enjoy it.
Christ. You
We have a
guys
giant
don't
cold-producing sapphire.
You guys don't know what you're in for soon, but Lantern just realized that she has Ice Knife, and the potential applications for this are immense.
Oh, Lord.
Do you want even safer and better? Please take a look at the effects of prestidigitation.
Oh, that's true. It flavors food.
No, another one. Because the flavoring thing is like effectively adding a single spice.
Okay.
There are other effects of prestidigitation that you may take into consideration for things.
Chill stuff.
Oh, yes. Chill, warm, or flavor up to 1 cubic foot of
Yes.
non-living material.
Yes.
So, yes, if you know how to do it, we can chill it for you.
I think I know how to do most of it, except for the part where you chill it. So, if we get to
I
I
can
don't
chill
have
it.
any milk right now, and I don't want to try to make it with the powdered milk that I have for porridge. But when we go
Probably
to a
best.
place that has milk again,
Yes, we'll make some for you, Vellos, and you will like it.
Lantern nods solemnly, but excitedly.
Sure, I guess.
I will make the cold milk stuff fit for a king.
Vellos is still very confused.
Vellos will survive.
Are
Well,
we
we
done
have
in
a-
this room?
In any event, we have a fist-sized cold-producing sapphire.
Oh, that's neat.
Yes. We need a magic formula to make it cold-producing, but
Yeah. But
imagine getting this installed in the middle of
wagon?
summer on our wagon. Yeah.
Just, I mean, yeah. I was thinking the same thing. We could have one of these rooms for our wagon. And then Lantern could do all kinds of things with food.
She basically has stars in her eyes.
Okay, and you got one other room on the eastern side to check out.
Okay, let's check out that other room.
Okay, so as you enter the other room, it's got a wider door than typical, allowing, say, about the same width at the actual door you came in through. It's wide enough for 3 people to come in side by side. And as you look around and see in, you kind of figure out why, as you're met with these 4 large casks put on one side of the wall, with spigots attached to the bottom. And then throughout the rest of the room are several other barrels that are sealed shut.
Ooh.
Lantern,
Liquor
with
room.
keen interest, would love to tap one of those kegs.
Well, there are mugs on the shelves. This room has somehow seemed to have evaded being besieged.
Lantern is going to pull a mug down from the counter, standing on tippy toes.
Yep.
And tap a keg.
A very potent smelling amber liquid flows into the mug.
She sniffs it with great interest, takes a swig, smacks her lips, evaluating the flavor.
It burns on the way down for starters. If Lantern had nose hairs, they would have been curled back up inside of the nose.
If she were a little more of a dragon than a kobold, she would probably have sneezed fire at this.
Quite possibly. It burns coming down, but it's got a pleasant maple finish of the barrel.
It kind of tastes like drinking sunlight, including the part where you get a little bit of a sunburn from it. And she hands the cup that she has taken a measured swig from to the nearest person, who, for humorous height reasons, I'm going to say is Thorn.
Oh, well.
Thorn would
Thorn-
take it. He'd
Yeah.
swirl it around, sniff it, give a swig, cough. Yep, that's whiskey.
Ooh, I want to try. My parents never let me do anything fun.
And hand it over to the next person. In this case,
Bruno tries to get in between Dory
Dory
and
will
the
slap
whiskey.
at him. Dory will slap at him. No way, Bruno. And she'll take a swig.
Oh, good lord.
That's fun. Do you want to try it, Bruno?
Sure. I'm going to need it.
Well, now I'm just curious.
If you put that with a bunch of sugar and honey and you may have just heard my cat yell at me.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you put that with a bunch of sugar and honey and you put it on meat and you let the meat sit and then you roasted the meat, that meat would be delicious.
Oh, that sounds great.
Well, clearly we have to take all of these kegs.
Yes.
So I will say the casks are kind of big. You may need to hire somebody to come back here and retrieve them.
I still say we take them all out of the dungeon. We can't have this stuff just disappear.
No.
But you have only checked out one of the 4 casks, and there are several barrels as well.
Lantern is going to. I would describe her technique as very Baskin Robbins ice cream spoon. She is going to sample the contents of any of the ones that are already tapped.
Well, the casks are all tapped. There are whiskeys and rums in each.
Dory will also be following Lantern's lead and only taking relatively small sips.
This one tastes like if you made a sugar cube fight you.
You do note that from the flavor, 2 of the casks are maple wood, 2 of them are oak wood.
Lantern does share this information, though she does not know that anybody cares. She's just excited because she can kind of taste it. As a druid, this is both wood, this is wood, and also as a cook, it is,
Delicious
culinary.
wood.
Yes.
Very exciting day for Lantern, is all I'm saying.
Oh, definitely.
Yep. We need to see if Thorn and Vellos can get these casks up.
Well, the thing is, how many of the casks can we fit on our wagon?
Well, we've got that whole extra room.
So for context,
It's
these casks are 15. They're about not 15. Sorry, they're about 10 feet across and 5 feet tall, and they're full of liquid.
So we're probably not going to get them up,
Yes.
is what you're saying.
No, that's
You also have
way
to go
too heavy.
upstairs.
Lantern does have a sort of compromise of something we can do to hide them once we get them out of the out of the dungeon.
I don't think
because-
we can get them out of the dungeon, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought we couldn't get them out of the into the caravan, because if we can get them out of the dungeon, Lantern will happily use mold earth to dig a hole to put them in.
On your own, you guys aren't getting this out because the sheer weight of these things and the fact that you have to take them upstairs.
Yeah, we need.
Oh, well.
We would need help. We
Yep.
think we could take some of the barrels at least.
The barrels would be easier to take if you want to check their contents.
Yeah,
I think Lantern is absolutely down to check some barrels.
Yep.
Indeed.
All right. In the barrels, you are met with beers and meads and ales.
After a while, Lantern starts hiccuping, and it probably would be Dory who is the first one to notice that when you are 3 feet tall, it does not take that many samples to get you drunk off your ass.
That is why Fiona has not been sampling anything.
What has
They
Fiona
might still
been
have to
doing?
fight things. She's watching mostly, bemused,
Okay.
and trying to figure out how many of these barrels they can fit on the wagon. How many are there?
There is probably 8 of the barrels that are full of the lighter alcohols, which we're just going to take
So, like-
that word very lightly.
Oh, I like this one. This one.
Dory is
Like,
going
money.
to look over at Lantern when she realizes what's going on. And goes,
Lantern is hugging a
Pictures
barrel of
is
spiced mead.
It's
Yes,
honey,
well, that's
but
fine.
also it's got
Dory goes,
cinnamon and
taking pictures is making memories, and taking a photo of her Lantern hugging the barrel.
And Lantern, go ahead and give me a con save.
I love you, bees. You're my friends. Let me see what my con save is. All right.
I can tell you right now, we're going to have to take at least a short rest so that we can get Lantern back.
Well,
That is a 21 on the con save, at least.
yeah.
You're able to hold things down as you say, I love you, bees.
You're my friend, Mead. I like this barrel. Even once the meat is gone, this is my barrel. I'm going to have it. It's going to be mine.
All right there,
Okay.
Lantern.
Please.
Shall we start moving barrels into the... Maybe we should move the wagon closer to the dungeon so we can move the barrels into the wagon.
That might be a good idea.
Stop
Yeah.
biting my
Lantern?
cat.
Lantern,
Yes.
we are going to go as a group to get the wagon, bring it closer so it'll be easier to get your barrel onto it.
Okay.
You're going to
I'm
come
gonna
with
get
us,
that.
okay?
Okay. I could do that, or I could sit here and I could put stuff in a big stack.
No, you're coming with us. We're not going to leave you down here alone.
Okay. But I need to take this with me. This is
You-
mine now.
Yes, we will come back for it. You're not.
Yeah,
We're not
We're
going to be able to lift it
move
that
the
far.
wagon so we don't have to carry heavy things as far.
Do you want to mark it? That way you know exactly which one is yours.
With a great deal of ceremony and enthusiasm, Lantern puts 3 mugs face down on the top of the barrel and says, looking very seriously at you, mine's the one with all the cups on it.
Excellent. All right. Fiona is going to very carefully direct Lantern out of the dungeon and back towards the wagon.
Oh, wait a minute. We have to check out the opulent room. The office room with the wheelie chair. That might be a way of getting Lantern into the wagon.
Okay.
So we go to that room to check out what's there, including the wheelie chair.
As you're leaving the brew house behind,
For now.
Wait for me.
are you turning around to wave goodbye to them, Lantern?
Yes, while whispering, wait for me.
While you're doing that, go ahead and give me a quick check. Just roll
quick
me
what?
Just roll me a d20.
My cat keeps fucking licking my hands the entire time I'm trying to type, and it is not making me a better typist.
Okay,
She's
as
also
you wave
sitting on
goodbye.
the bed.
There's nothing.
So,
You don't seem to notice anything on the way out.
That's a scary sentence.
Yeah.
if somebody steals Lantern's barrel of mead, she will be very sad.
Okay. Office room with the wheelie chair.
Okay. Do we want to save that for tomorrow?
I think that
do
might
we-
be a good
Next week.
discussion.
Yeah, we can say that for next week.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
As we are getting close to the end here.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Well, that was exciting. I got
Yeah.
Kobold drunk.
Yeah.
I'm not
Kobold
She's
is
holding her
indeed
liquor
drunk.
great, but she is very, very clearly at least in the mid stages of wasted.
Oh yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Definitely going to be having a time when she gets up.
No, she will be very excited to have her first hangover because she's never had one before, and this way she knows that she's offering the right thing to cure it for other people. She's also very excited to try out all of these unconventional egg recipes she has been recommended.
If she remembers any of them.
She seems to recall most of them involve eggs. The egg recipes she's thinking of.
I would imagine so.
She can work
Yeah.
out from there.
Yeah.
We killed more spider chickens. Woo!
Yay!
And we have 2 corpses to bring with us.
And Lantern
Yeah.
got grabbed.
She
Yep.
did.
It was scary, but she kind of appreciated the new perspective.
Dory's just glad it wasn't her.
Yeah.
If it had
I
been
must
anyone
retire.
else-
I am exhausted.
If it had been anyone else, I probably would have saw it coming.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, most of us could actually see over the barricade.
Not me. You all have a wonderful evening.
You do.
You do too.
Go ahead.
You
do.
And
Yep.
this-